Hello friends, followers and channel members. Oh, how great to be back. I hope you've all had a wonderful Christmas season, and of course New Year's Eve is tomorrow, so that makes this our final flight of 2022. Thank you so much for what an amazing year it's been, and we're going to finish the flight off, we're going to finish the year off with a flight to a new airport for me. I've never been there before. It's Milan Bergamo, and we've obviously got 3 airports in Milan. We've done Malpensa, we've done Linate, never done this one though, so looking forward to it. The weather there is a bit poor, to be honest, so it could be a great easy way for me to just end the year with a nice auto land and let the aircraft handle it, but we'll see how we get on. Hope you're all well. Anyway, we'll have plenty of time to chat as well and discuss what you guys have been doing over the Christmas period, etc., what plans you've got for tomorrow and the new year. The flight time today is a little over 2 hours. I think it's about, well, a little under 2.5 hours, so nice long afternoon stream for a Friday, as I am aware that today is technically a working day, isn't it? So lots of you are still hard at it and at work, so hopefully we'll give you a nice relaxing afternoon to finish the week and the year. I'm watching that TAPS A320 in the background just there, and oh, when are they going to be able to sort that out? It's just an immersion killer, isn't it? Should we get on board and find out? Anyway, welcome on board everybody, and Nick BW464 is on Twitch and also on YouTube. Our YouTube viewers, of course, the operational flight plan pinned to the chat if you want to go and check that out. So hey, welcome on board. We've got Blue Ice, Dark, Dave, Aaron, Wally. I like Airbus. What a great username. Good to see you. Hey, Jess, David, Scotty's here as well. Ham Aviation, good evening. John Doe, Pedro as well. Smarty146 on Twitch, and Jan42 as well. Hey, 747 Dan, good to see you as well. Marvin Haynes, good morning. Right, let's get on board. Hey, Zara2411, good to see you on board as well today for our final 2022 flight. Oh, right, that is a lot quieter now, isn't it, inside the aircraft? Got good weather here. We're going to be flying into naff weather in Italy. I've just burnt my tongue on my cup of tea before we start. That's no good, is it? It's in a flask, so I need it to last me the next couple of hours. It's been well over a week, and lots has happened since our last stream. I'm kind of in that period at the moment where I think I've forgotten to do something. I've no idea what, but I feel like I've forgotten to do something. Well, guess we'll find out. Let's see if we can remember what to do. Right, the aircraft is in its turnaround stage, so let's just go and do the usual checks. So, we got the nav and logo lights. They were on, weren't they? Yeah, that's done. Accurate pressure is in the green. It wasn't when I first started, so just part of the preliminary flows. We just topped that up, which is why we've got that page turned on. Let's turn that off. Yeah, so flaps, they're obviously up. Speed brakes, they're retracted, and the parking brake is on. Good stuff. Right, before we go any further, let's get the ATIS and see what's happening. We've got some ATC as well, which is nice. ATIS, in fact, we've got lots of ATC. Fantastic. ATIS is 12415. Let's get that tuned in. Dark Fury is celebrating now membership for 22 months, and I just need to show this off again. Dark Fury, our livery designer, he is responsible for this beautiful Christmas livery, which doesn't get too much of an airing, obviously, at this overall, just because of the time of year it is, but what an amazing job this is. We saw it, of course, on our flight up to Lapland. It was dark, so I'm sorry, Dark Fury, we didn't get to see too much of it there, but plenty of time to enjoy today. So yeah, gorgeous livery, just spoiled by the Ryanair buses in the background. So Dark Fury celebrating 22 months, saying what a way to celebrate by nearly having 2 years membership so close to New Year. Great channel community. Greta approves. Love it, Dark. Thank you so much. Christian is also celebrating 22 months. He says he can do this as well. Christian, Dark, thank you so much to our longest channel members. Thank you so much. Andreas DK7000 on Twitch says, do I have any advice for me? His Fenix A320 climbs so slow no matter what mode it's in. This is going to sound really condescending, but have you checked that the gear was up? It's a serious question. So many people have found it struggling to climb and gain speed, and the gear's still been left down. So I do ask that with all sincerity. What was the frequency? 12415. Yeah, let's get this 80s. And as I say, we've got a long flight ahead of us, so loads of time to chat as we get on.
For push. Wind 210 degrees, 15 knots, visibility 10 kilometers. Cloud. Few at 1,500 feet. Broken at 1,800 feet. Temperature 17. 2.15 QNH 1023. Comply with speed limitations. Acknowledge LPPT information Sierra.
Right, I think we got everything we needed just
Humberto
there.
Delgado Airport, Dia de Sierra.
What was that QNH? It was 1023, wasn't it? 1023, and we've got information Sierra to report to them as well. Smarty186 says, yeah, he's done it many times. Hey Ralph, Christian will be back in a bit. He's going to play taxi driver. Oh, okay, good stuff. Dr. Magic, good afternoon to you. Yeah, 2 hours 17 minutes is our flight time today, so that's yeah, loads of fun. Great way to spend a Friday afternoon. Hope you are all well. Right, so we've got all the information I needed from ATC. Let's just continue the setup. So we've got 1023 and there, that's fine. Yeah, okay, switching panel, etc. All that's done. Let's just go up here. 1023. Flight directors 1 and 2 both turned on. Our initial climb today is going to be flight 060, I think, but we'll check that with the brief and the charts later on. Let's now move over here, check out our operational flight plan. Then we can start getting people boarded. In fact, let's get that APU on, then let's start getting people on. We've got 22 minutes to push. Yeah, we might be a little late. Let's start that up. Right. I've already skimmed through this prior to the flight, but just to pick out a few highlights for you. So, we've got a nice tailwind pushing us along today, cruising it along 38,000 feet. Venice is the alternate. Shear rate looks okay. Plug fuel's around 8.2 tons. Around 1 hour and 40 minutes into the flight, that's when we need to start worrying about the grid Mora, just because it starts to get a little bit higher. So from decompression point of view, just need to be aware from about 1 hour and 40 in that the ground beneath us is above 10,000 feet. Other than that, nothing else to worry about with regards to our routing. Now look at this. So the weather, that's the ceiling at 300 in Milan, and the visibility currently 700, which is above Cat 1, but that low cloud base, we're going to have to check out what the charts say about low visibility procedures and when they come into force. We've got loads of time and it may clear up as well as we're on our way, but yeah, could be a nice auto land to finish the year. Hey Karen, thank you so much for subscribing. Owen says, afternoon, his thrustmaster has arrived today, so he's just left Gatwick en route to the Greek Isles. Fantastic, Owen, great way to spend a Friday afternoon. Hey Eastbirds, good to see you. Forgot to update the AirAx title. Whoops. Ham Aviation's terrible weather there in Scotland. That's a given, Ham, pretty much. DC, good afternoon to you. Yeah, all the alternates though, they're fine. Just getting back to this. Let's check out the weather briefing then. Yeah, so here you can see at the moment in Bergamo we've got visibilities 2.5k. So that's fine. Overcast 500 feet. That's fine as well. No significant changes. It could temporarily drop though to visibility getting down to as low as 700 and fog. So LVPs could come into force. We'll check that out and keep an eye on it as we go, but the alternates all look all right for the time being as well. Let's just keep going down. Right, so until we get up to about 20,000 feet, a little bit of turbulence and icing as well, so we might have the anti-ice on for a period during the climb. There's the jet stream, which is responsible for that tailwind I mentioned a little bit ago. Other than that, our flight route nice today, should be okay. And there's that terrain I spoke about as well. Alright, what fuel we're going to take extra then? Let's work that out. What was plug fuel? Plug was 8.2. Well, If we, let's get the APU bleed on, give that another minute, then we'll start getting passengers on board. 8-2 with the potential of some weather that we may need to hold for. If LVPs go into place, it can slow lots of things down. Let's go and take 9. Yeah. I think that's erring on a huge side of caution there, but if we go and take 9 tons, I think that's not a bad shout. So we'll go and tell GSX to crack on. Hey Richard, good to see you as well. Says good afternoon. Hope you've had a lovely Christmas. Looking forward to the flight, and before he forgets, Happy New Year as well. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate that. Right, we're going to go request boarding. There we are. As the Meta ground services, that's fine. The ground GPU is currently applied. Oh, why have we not got any figures loaded there? Right, hang on. If we go back to my flight, let's just re-import that. Try again. There we go. Set that to 9 tons. And we'll load the aircraft instantly in a little bit once GSX has done its thing. Right, should we start getting passengers on board? I think we can. Let's get the packs on. Get some of that fresh air into the cabin, although what's the temperature here? 17 degrees, it's not exactly cold, is it? Yeah, nobody, because the crew and the pilots are already on board. Right, on you come, guys.
Cabin crew refueling is underway and the bags are starting to get loaded, so let's open the doors and allow our passengers on board. Thank you. No problem.
Alright, so with boarding underway, let's go set up the box. Let's first of all check the IRS. We've got 3 navs, we've got aircraft status, right air, rack cycle, yeah, the latest one in. CFM engines, that's okay. Let's do our init request. Eastbound taxiway 6 and Sierra 1 are closed due to operational reasons. Yeah, well, we've got a long taxi today anyway, so I was going to talk about that a little bit later, Eastbound, with the taxi down. Might even be able to get a single engine taxi out here today. Flight number is, what is it, Alpine, isn't it? Alpine, Easyjet, Europe, 7321. Cost index of 21. Yeah, alright. Clearly, that's an error on my part. I forgot to set that in SimBrief when setting it up. Ground temperature is 17. The tropo is 44,955 for the tropopause. Grab the winds, download those. Give that a sec. Here they come, guys. Hope you've dressed appropriately for the weather. It's a lot colder in Milan than it is here in Portugal. I imagine all these people are going home. They'll be very sad. End of a holiday. IRS in it. Now, this is great. I absolutely love scenery like this, because instead of having to faff around looking through Navigraph charts and such, we can just use the stand. So we've got 38.45.9 north, 38.45.9, and then we've got 98.3 west. So we've got 983 west. Wonderful. So that's all good. Let's get the temperature in as well, which is minus 62. Excellent. Right, flight plan page. Departing runway 20. And I've just noticed I don't think I'm capturing the cursor, am I? So you can't see what I'm pressing. There we go. Hopefully that's better. Richard says the cost index has been really high recently. Well, normally, Richard, I force it to the EasyJet standard of 4. Well, occasionally I use 6 and 8 because they used to use 6 and 8, but 4 is the more common one at the moment. So what? Yeah, I just forgot to do that. We're at Exceed, or however you pronounce it, 3 Sierra. That's the one. And then at the other end, we're on the ILS-28. Now, I'm going to go ILS Zulu, which is the norm. However, there are a few options, and I'll discuss this a little bit later on. But we've either got the chance of using Zulu or X-Ray. X-Ray gives us a nice little shortcut in from LBOD, but we'll talk about that en route. So ILS Zulu for the time being. And we're coming in on the Dixa 2 Kilo. It's the one. Tixum. Is that the... VIA? No VIA. And insert. 1,022 miles, I've got 1,023 on the flight plan, so that looks excellent to me. Andres, it's taking you 25 minutes to climb to 30,000 feet. Don't think it's normal. That happens with all your flights. What's the weight of your aircraft, Andres? That's all done. That's all set. Radnav page. We've got VOR Lisbon here, haven't we? Actual VOR LIS. Lima India Sierra. Hardcode that one in. That's fine. Right, in it be. Right, here's the preliminary load sheet. So we've got a 0 fuel weight of 55.4. That's not too heavy. And CFG is 30. Oh, bang on. Not seen that very often. And then we've got the CFG is 27.9. And fuel for the alternate is around 1.5 tons, rounded up. Fuel planning. We're taking 9 tons, let's see what it says. A320 Avgi, good afternoon to you. 8.7, and we're going with 9. There we go. That gives us a takeoff weight of 64.2, which is just below maximum landing weight. Right, let's do the departure calculations. So we're now taking runway 20. It is of course dry. Flaps 1. No. Off. Takeoff weight 64.2. CFG was 27.9. Just sync the live weather. Right, let's have a look at the intersection data. Have we got any available to us here? It'd be good if we could, because I don't want to have to go the entire way. In fact, where's my NOTAMs? Because were any of them closed? Let me just check. NOTAMs for Lisbon. Here we go. So taxiway 6 and 0 1 are closed. So taxiway Tango 6. That's not going to bother us. So that one's closed. And what was the other one that was closed? Sierra 1. Oh, basically this little area is closed here. If we can depart then, it's a nice long runway, it's a really long runway. If we can get up by Tango 5 or Alpha 6, that'd be nice. What are the options? Sierra 4, Uniform 5 or full length. Where's Uniform 5 then? Here. Yeah, let's do Uniform 5 then. What was the other one? Oh, that's down near the bottom, so we'll go Uniform 5. We just need to tell ground controllers that we can do that. Save us a bit of time. Now I just need to cross-reference that. So that takeoff distance, what was it? 2,412. Uniform 5, 2,412 meters, except for heavy jets. That doesn't apply to us, of course, so that's fine. Okay, happy with that. Let's run those figures. 137, 140, 140. Transition altitude here is 4,000 feet. Yep, flaps 1 and the flex 66. And that's done. So we've got V1 137, VR 140, V2 140, cleans 202. No speed constraints, I think, on our departure today anyway. Nope, so that's fine. Let's grab SimSmart then for the engine out procedure and thrust reduction values, etc. So we've got 1395, 1395. Let's update those. 1395, 1395. And over here, 1395. That's all done. Secondary flight plan, copy the active. What's the engine out procedure? Standard 1900 feet right turn to ADSAD and hold. Okay. So yeah, Sid, pop that in.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our Easyjet service.
Please.
Please place your large bags into the overhead locker.
Bearings
wheels first,
205.
and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free and loose items of clothing. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure a prompt departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board.
So once we've flown straight out, we're making a right-hand turn, aren't we, to, what was it, ADSAD.
Thank you for observing this policy.
Thank you.
Enter the hold. Hold information, inbounds 344, right turns. And then if we've lost an engine, we'll be coming back here to Lima Papa Papa Tango. And that'll be an ILS. Approach runway 20. No start. No veer. Done. See what that looks like. Hey Scotty, Planes Insane, Sanju Ewald, Bacchus 173. Good afternoon to you. Okay, so straight out, yeah, Sid, and then hold at Assad, or ADSAD. That's interesting. 92 feet, turn right to ADSAD. That's very interesting. Do you reckon that's an error in the information? Surely it would make more sense to make a left-hand turn to ADSAD just there. Okay, I'm going to leave that. I'm not too concerned. Just checking the chart, we're going to be over the sea anyway, so it's not like I've got any terrain to worry about or anything daft like that. So yeah, I'm going to leave that as is. Right, time to contact air traffic control, see what they've got for us. So we need, if they're still online, ground 12175. Just check the latest information is now Tango. Lisbon ground, good afternoon, Alpine 7321, Type A320, stand 206, requesting IFR clearance as file time. We have information, Sierra.
Alpine 7321, Lisbon ground, very good afternoon. Information, Tango is now current QNH 1023, break cleared to Bergamo via the Exida 3 Sierra departure, Hanoi 20 squawk 5226.
Cleared by the Exida 3 Sierra departure, squawk 5226, and information Tango now current. Thank you, Alpine 7321.
Alpine 7321, feedback correct.
I even knew information Tango was current, not quite sure why I said Sierra. What was the squawk? It was 5226. And that departure, the initial climb is 6,000, isn't it? Double check that on the charts. Yeah, file 60. Wonderful. Right, I think we're about ready to start closing things up. We'll get the brief sorted and then we'll be ready to go. Let's do the brief first and then we'll tidy everything up. How long have we got till we should go? 2 minutes. Yeah, I told you we were going to be late. So, just so you guys can see on the screen, our latest weather that we've got there. It's pretty straightforward, isn't it? We've got nice headwind as we depart. 15-knot headwind helping us get airborne. Visibility is fine. Few clouds at 1,500. Broken 1,800. Temperatures nice and warm. 17 degrees. QNH is 1023. And we've got those set both sides already. So that's good. Aircraft type is a A320. Nothing bust. Nothing broken. Weather radar sadly still not working though. So just be aware of that. No notices that are going to affect us today. The only thing we need to make sure is that ATC know we can depart via uniform 5. So they're not sending us on a very, very long taxi. It's quite a longish taxi anyway. Biggest threats to be aware of? Nothing really too much here in Lisbon. Lisbon's just a nice place. Low MSA, so MSA, as you can see that on the charts, 3,000 feet. Not really any terrain to speak of, so it's pretty straightforward. A little bit of traffic. If you're not familiar with the taxiways here at Lisbon, they can become a little bit confusing if you've got old scenery as well. Of course, this doesn't happen in the real world, but if you've got old scenery as well, this might even display as a runway. The Tango taxiway, that used to be a runway, that's not there anymore, but that shouldn't affect us today. We're pretty familiar with Lisbon, been here a few times, so that's good, and we've got some ATC, even better. So let's talk about what we expect to do with pushback and things like that. So we're at stand 206 down here. We're going to push back. I'm not sure where he's going to take us actually. Presumably he might take us down via Lima 2. So I might even take us on Lima or straight out on Mike to uniform, and then we're going to stay there, and yeah, we want to tell them we can go all the way down to uniform 5. So that's going to be the taxi. We can do a we're going to do a single engine taxi. I think that's going to be okay. On the takeoff, again, a nice straightforward takeoff, no speed constraints. MSA as we go is 3,000 straight out to Netvo, then a left-hand turn, noise abatement 2, departure transition levels 5,000, and our initial climb is up to flight level 60, so that's fine. Yeah, ATC will has cleared us for that, and the autopilot will fly most of that once we're up and sorted. No need for anti-ice or anything daft like that. It's nice and warm, and yeah. Emergency brief. So standard Airbus emergency brief, which we're familiar with. The engine out procedure here is standard, so we'll continue straight out once we secure the engine, shut that down, and past 1,900 feet we're going to make a left turn to ADSAD, and then enter the hold when we'll decide what we're doing. Just to keep us nice and safe, we'll get up to 4,000 feet in the hold, and then we'll probably be coming straight back here if we've lost an engine. We're not going to be continuing on to Milan, that's for sure. So I think that's everything pretty much done and dealt with. Any questions? Now's the time to ask. With regards to the departure, let's clean up the aircraft. In fact, before we do clean up the aircraft, I need to go to the ground services, and we just need to go to the mass and balance page, load that instantly. There we go, all good and done. Let's tidy up the overhead so pumps can come on. External power can come off. Seatbelt signs on. GPU can be disconnected. Chocks cones can also be removed. Done. Hoverboard, do I know why they closed the old runway? I have no idea. Maybe it just wasn't ever used. Prevailing winds. In fact, given the winds that this airport gets, using that runway, 9 times out of 10 you'd have a crosswind, so there's probably very little benefit to having it. It's probably more beneficial as a taxiway. In fact, I think during COVID it doubled up as a place to store lots of aircraft on that runway. Maybe then they decided, you know what, we don't need it anymore, so let's get rid. Right, what have we got on the systems page showing just there? Cat 2 in NOP. I'm not concerned about that now. That usually sorts itself out once we get going. If not, that could be interesting later on. So that's all set, that's all done. Cockpit preparation checklist then. So aircraft acceptance has been completed. Fuel quantity 9,000 kilograms and balanced. Check. Ideas, we've got 3 navs and the barrel ref. QNH is 1023 both sides. We've got 340 feet. In fact, it tells us there 337.9 feet. So all that is good. Let's get the ground crew into position, and I'll get ready for the push.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. My name is Gavin, and I would like to welcome you on board this Easyjet aircraft. We expect a good flight with you today with no weather problems showing in front of us, so we should be pushing back within the next few minutes or so. For now, the ground crew have now finished loading the last of the baggage into the aircraft, so if you can get yourself seated and secured, then we can make sure we can be on time. The cabin crew will shortly be providing their safety demonstration video, so it would be appreciated if you could give them your full attention. A special welcome on board to our Easyjet pilot members, and if you wish to inquire about becoming a member, please contact a member of the cabin crew. All our Easyjet pilot members are of course entitled to free drinks throughout the flight. Thanks very much, and we'll give you an update once we're airborne. Cabin crew, we're all ready to go. Please on the doors and cross-check. Thank you.
I'll tell you what I had done. I put my phone down somewhere, which I need to find that. Right, let's get on the grounds frequency and ask if we can go.
Minus with kilo position 124, if anyone request pushing start.
Vertical 928 kilo, stand by, expect 7 minutes for push, but I'll call you back if I can able to push earlier.
7 minutes?
Number 2 for push.
Copy, we'll wait 7 minutes. Confirm reason for delay, vertical 928 kilo.
Say again?
Confirm reason for delay.
Due to TSAT, we can't push you before 15020.
Roger, vertical 928 kilo.
Ground Alpine 7321, stand 206. We're ready for push and start when able.
Alpine 7321 due to traffic, expect push in 9 minutes, but I'll call you back if able to push earlier.
Roger, Alpine 7321. Oh, chat amongst yourselves. 9 minutes. So, how was everybody's Christmas, guys? Hope you all had a good one. Did you have a busy one or a relaxing one? Right, let's come back to the chat. Does anyone know how to get Scientech instruments to work with the Phoenix? I'm afraid not, Mo.
4 Foxtrot, confirm ready to copy clearance.
At the copy, Portugal 574 Foxtrot.
I'll just have to wait for the time being.
Foxtrot information Tango QNH 1023 cleared to Frankfurt via the Exida 3 Sierra departure squawk 4707.
Is there a VATSIM event on that I wasn't aware of and I've just stumbled into?
Roger, information Tango QNH 1023, we cleared to Frankfurt via the Exida 3 Sierra departure squawk 4707, and we are ready for push and start at Portugal 574 Foxtrot.
Portugal 574 Foxtrot, Roger, stand by, call you back for...
Bio, you said not really, oh dear. Dude, the driver 22 said it was good.
I'll confirm what.
Glad you had a good Christmas.
Your TSAT is 1511.
Destan, he was ill, so nothing special, laying in bed from Christmas Eve until Boxing Day. Oh, never.
Portugal 875, stand 203, push and start, approved, facing east.
Pushback approved, facing east, Portugal 875.
Oh, Air Portugal's just gone out, that's Dark Fury, I remember.
Portugal 928 kilo, stand
Let's check the
124,
final load
start,
sheet.
approved, facing
55.4, 0 fuel, it's good. Takeaway 641, that's fine.
And the ground at Portugal.
And the final CFG is 29.5.
574 Foxtrot, go ahead.
For information, we'll need full running left for departure.
Do you want to repeat the information for departure?
For your information, we will need full runway length for departure.
Roger, full length required, I will note here, call you back.
And ground Alpine 7321, just for information, we will be able to take Uniform 5 for departure.
Okay, Roger, Uniform 5 will be your departure, Alpine 7321.
Thank you. Christian says he doesn't see that much traffic near Lisbon at the moment on VATSIM. Who knows? Maybe there's something special. Maybe Air Force One's coming in.
Alpine 2398.
We just have to wait.
Expect 7 minutes to delay.
I got a cloth. Where do I get the cruising level temperature that I put next to the on the init B page? So that is shown. Where's that shown? So I use the Easyjet layout for Simbury for the operational flight plan, and that's shown just here.
London Gatwick Airport type A320 requesting ISO clearance.
United 171, please stand by. Break, Alpine, correction, Air Portugal 785. I'm really sorry for the delay. Please squawk mode Charlie and taxi on Golf, straight ahead.
Squawk onto Charlie and...
Quick PA to the passengers, letting them know we're going to be delayed.
We're on standby with Charlie on.
Captain FPS says his does it automatically when you enter the cruise level. That's true, it will, but it will put in the ISA temperature for that flight level. Your operational flight plan is much more accurate. So if you can do it, then great.
X-ray is ready for pushback and start requesting whenever you're ready.
Dr. Magic says GSX has been the bane of his flight attempts during the holiday. That doesn't sound good.
I will call you back when able to push.
I'll wait for the callback, Milan 716 X-ray, good luck.
Thank you very much.
Latin VFR's traffic has had an update as well, which I don't know how long it's been out.
2398
but it's now removed quite as many trucks as there used to be, so that's good to see.
20 behind you on Zulu. Confirm inside.
Confirm we've got him in sight, Alpine 2398.
Roger, Portugal 2398, when clear the traffic behind you, pushing start is approved, facing east. Portugal 875,
just checking ITC, I want to check I didn't miss a call then. I don't think I did.
Alpine 2398, seconds, 2 stations at the same time.
Was that last message for us? I didn't quite catch the call sign.
Alpine 2398, when clear the traffic behind you.
Jam 42, what event's going on here at the moment? Must be something. I don't know. I didn't think there was one.
What's the
traffic is cleared right to left, push stop approved.
Sax, what are we waiting for? We're waiting for ATC clearance, mate.
875, are you ready
Due to
to
traffic, we've been held on the ground for 9
We are
minutes.
ready for taxi, Airbus Collision 5.
Airfield 875, taxi via Mike, Quebec, and uniform to uniform, holding point, runway 20.
Taxi via Zulu, Mike, Quebec, uniform, and hold point uniform 5 for runway 20, Airbus Collision 5.
Airfield 93 Kilo for taxi.
Where did he tell him to go? Zulu
Airfield
Mike,
96
Quebec.
Kilo,
Ah, right, okay. I
call
see
you
where
back,
he's
number
taking
one
him.
for time.
I'll expect something similar then. So I'll expect to face east, Zulu Mike, Quebec, and uniform.
Lufthansa 60 November, readability 555, hi.
Lufthansa 60 November, thank you, stand 142 information.
Hello, Joe, do I have FS2 Crew? I've used it, in fact I've reviewed it, great piece of software.
But you have to wait a few minutes.
But
to
I
get your
don't use
clearance,
it
you are number one.
usually on
Lufthansa 60 November, good luck.
on streams and that. In fact, I don't even think it's installed currently.
Thank you.
Just because I like to be able to do everything and I know that it's been done, kind of thing. Particularly with VATSIM and with you guys watching, etc. I like to know exactly what's happening. Matthew, we need to lose the brakes so we get paid.
Alpine 23998, traffic is clear, you can push now.
Clear for push, Alpine 23998.
Mark says, just realised he's not subbed on Twitch. Are you not, Mark? Well, thank you very much for that. John T. Scotland, good afternoon. I'm very well. We're just sat here waiting for our pushback clearance. Burrow Zimmer, thank you for resubbing for 2 months Prime on Twitch. Appreciate that, my friend Mark. I hope you're well.
Alpine 7321,
Here we go.
stand 206, push and start approved facing east.
Push start approved facing east, Alpine 7321. Alright, let's go. Beacon light is on. Acupressure's good. Transponder
785, you can continue
set.
straight ahead on Golf.
Straight ahead on.
Before start checklist, parking brake is on. Takeoff data is confirmed. Windows and doors are closed. EFB is on.
Short of Quebec, confirm.
Flight mode stowed, etc. Doors are closed and armed. Beacon lights on. Let's go.
Okay, continue taxi on Golf and hold short of Alpha. Vertical 875, you missed Quebec, turn left immediately on Tango.
Locking
That's
gear.
immediately on Tango, we apologise about that. Airbus Collision 5.
No problem. Vertical 785, continue on Golf and turn right on Alpha, stand to 125.
13 minutes late.
Golf Alpha stand 125, Portugal 785, thank you.
And very sorry about the delay.
No problem.
Wonder what's causing the delay. Parking brakes released.
928 Kilo, do you have company traffic A320 in front of you, turning now right to Alpha? Confirm inside.
Okay, so ignition, engine motor selector 2, ignition.
908
Starting engine 1.
Kilo, when clear the traffic parking at stand 125, you can taxi via Alpha and uniform 5 holding point 120.
When clear of traffic, taxi via Alpha to uniform holding point 120.
Mark Taylor says ATC might be having a sandwich break. Could be a siesta, couldn't it?
875, continue straight ahead on Tango, then uniform to uniform holding point 120.
Continue on Tango and then uniform and continue to holding point for 20, Airbus Collision 5.
How long was the delay, Christian? I wasn't even timing it. John D, I am well, thank you. Yeah, it's been a great great period of time with the family. Ready to come back to you guys though now. Oh, I love them to bits. I absolutely do, but the kids do drive you insane sometimes.
If you hear brace, brace. There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle, and 2 at the front of the cabin. Floor line.
Lufthansa 60 November, I can give your clearance now, so confirm ready to copy.
Lufthansa 60 November, go ahead.
Lufthansa 60
Parking brake set.
Information Tango QNH 1023, clear to Frankfurt via the Easyjet 3 Sierra departure, runway 20, squawk 5264.
You keep it fastened at all times.
Lufthansa 6 November, please repeat the SIP.
From above you.
Exida 3 Sierra departure.
Right, engine 1's happy. Engine 1 selected to normal.
QNH 1028, exit 3 Sierra departure, runway 20 squawk 5264.
APU bleed is off.
Lufthansa 60 November, he's back correct.
If we land on water, take the life.
Anti-ice is not required. Spoilers.
Vertical 574
Rudder,
Foxtrot behind
flaps.
you. Traffic information, company traffic
And the trim.
21 passing from right to left. When clear the traffic, push and start is approach facing north.
If it fails to,
When clear, traffic passing right to left, push and start approach facing north, FSL 574 Foxtrot.
you're attracting attention.
Sorry for the delay.
Left's clear, right's clear.
No problem.
Your tray table must now be stowed.
Alpine 2398, ready for taxi.
Blinds open and
Alpine 2398, taxi via Mike, Quebec and uniform to uniform 5 holding point runway 20.
Taxi via Mike, Quebec, uniform holding point runway 20, Alpine 2398.
And Grand Alpine 7321's ready for taxi.
Alpine 7321, please cork mode Charlie.
Should be squawking mode Charlie for you now, Alpine 7321.
Alpine 7321, follow company traffic, Easyjet A320 in front of you, please.
And follow the company A320 in front, Alpine 7321.
And Portugal 875, contact tower 118.1, bye bye.
Contact tower 118.1, thank you for your service, Air Portugal 875.
So squawking mode Charlie, get the weather radars on. Right, hope he knows where he's going. My wireless mouse just ran out of batteries there. They've been sat here doing nothing for a week. I guess they've just got cold. Thankfully the backup was sorted. You may have noticed when the when we started looking at the ceiling.
Your actual squawk.
Hey Julie, Charlie Mike, good to see you.
4707, Portugal 574 Foxtrot.
Roger, thank you for 707.
A quick brake check. There we go. Where's this? What's the aircraft in front of us doing? He's doing lots of brake checks. Right, where should we start engine 2? Late as possible. But aircraft in front of us, so... oh, where's he going? I thought he was going... Okay.
Alpine 2398, you should turn right.
Should have turned right,
on
shouldn't he?
Mike,
Yeah,
but no
yeah.
problem, you can turn right now on Lima and hold short of uniform, please.
We'll just wait for him to respond, then I'm going to double check where he wants me to go.
Pascal 928 kilo, contact Lisboa Tower 118.1, bye bye.
Contact tower 18 Pascal 950 kilo, 1
Alpine 2398, hold your decision, brake, Alpine 7321, traffic, correction device, taxi clearance, taxi via Mike, Quebec, and uniform to uniform 5, holding point runway 20.
Change of taxi route now, we're on Mike, Quebec, uniform, and hold at uniform 5, Alpine 7321.
Lufthansa 60 November, ready for push and start.
Just get this clear in our minds then.
60 November, stand by, call you back, Alpine 2398, Lisboa.
Now we're going to just go via here.
Alpine 2398, Lisboa.
Oh, what's that? Yeah, there's my taxi route.
574 Foxtrot for taxi.
How strange. I know where I'm going. don't look at this.
574 Foxtrot taxi via Alpha to Alpha 6, holding point runway 20.
Last station calling was Air Vertical 574 Foxtrot.
Hey Tobias, good to see you.
Inform 574 Foxtrot, taxi via Alpha to Alpha 6 holding point, runway 20.
Alpha to Alpha 6 holding point 20, Air Vertical 574 Foxtrot. Obrigado.
Alpine 2398 Lisboa.
Where's my Alpine friend gone? Hey Tobias, good taxiway route, yeah. It was fine till I didn't release the button at this point and I tried to move and pan.
for push, Beeline 716 X-ray.
Hey Lazarus, good to see you.
Alpine 2398 to Lisboa, do you copy?
So we're down here. Can we stay on the taxi line? That'd be good. Yeah, so this is the old runway, which is now Tango.
Lisbon Grand Alpine 2398. I don't know what happened. The frequency somehow changed.
Oh, no problem. Alpine 2398, I will need you to hold short of the Alpha, please.
Hold short Alpha, Alpine 2398. Terribly sorry about that. I don't know what the hell happened.
I reckon once we get halfway down here, we'll get number 2 started. Then we've got a chance to run the checklist, etc., and sort things out. Let's get the... I was wondering if we got the... Have we got the crew sat down? Yeah, the cabin is being secured as we speak. How many aircraft we got in front of us? Because that might make a difference to our
We'll take
time.
uniform 5 for departure if possible.
One there.
Yes, you will take uniform 5 for departure, but wait, hold short of Alpha, please.
Thank you. Uniform 5 departure will hold short Alpha, Alpine 2398.
What's that?
Alpine 7321, sorry about that, but the reverse taxi clearance, turn right on Whiskey, then Alpha, and uniform holding point 2020.
And Alpine 72-1, just confirm turning right on Whiskey and then Alpha and then onto uniform. Alpine 7321.
Yes, is your next second right on Whiskey, then Alpha and uniform 5 holding point 2020, that's correct.
We'll go Alpine 7321. Right, so where are we? We're at Quebec 2 at the moment. That's the... Golf 2 is just to our right.
Beeline 716 X-ray, push
We're
and
turning
start
onto
is
Whiskey,
approved,
so that's
facing
going to
north.
be this one here, I think.
Push and start facing north.
Oh, we've got loads of time before we start that engine. It's going to take a while. Hey, 747 Dan, do I need a lot of rudder input correction for the single engine taxi? Only when you're kind of starting it. Once you roll it back to idle now, then no. Because you've no thrust, you've just got momentum. But when you have got that thrust on, you do need it a bit.
2398, traffic information, Air Portugal A321 in front of you, confirm inside.
We have the aircraft inside, Alpine 2398.
Oh, that's nice. You can see the old runway marking
Alpine
scrubbed out.
2398 will give away to traffic passing from right to left and continue taxi.
Give way to traffic passing right to left, then continue traffic, Alpine 2398.
Okay, we need to get that
November, still waiting for
other engine started, I think, now.
Yes, 1 minute, I will call you back.
Hot shot.
We've got one in front of us. He is behind here. He's going to give way to us. So, just check that master caution. Flight stick will just clear that, and we can disregard in a second.
118.1, obrigado, Capital 5 Central Foxtrot.
Right, let's get the other engine started. Let's turn that
Lufthansa
off,
60 November,
turn that
now you
on,
can push facing north.
and engine mode selected to ignition,
Heading north, Lufthansa 60
starting engine
November.
2. So just keep an eye on engine number 2 starting. Then we'll do the PEDS check, we'll do the takeoff, the taxi checklist, and
Alpine
all of that
2398,
stuff.
please turn right on uniform. You will be departing from uniform 5.
Turn right on uniform. Terribly sorry, this is a very confusing airport for me. Alpine 2398.
No problem. And Alpine 7321, follow company traffic in front of you, turning
That sounds
right on
dangerous.
uniform.
Following the company traffic, turning right on uniform, Alpine 7321. Just need engine 2 to become available, then we'll start that timer. We need 3 minutes run-up time. Should be fine, we've got aircraft in front of us, of course. So that'll slow things down.
Lisbon ground, Beeline 716 X-ray is ready for taxi for departure runway 20 at uniform 5. Beeline 716 X-ray.
Beeline 716X, Roger, call you back. Breakway Alpine 2398, contact Lisbon Tower 118.1. Bye-bye.
Okay, number 2 is now happy engine must select back to normal.
You too, Breakway Alpine 7321, standby Tower 118.1. Have a nice flight.
Over to tower, thanks very much for the service, Alpine 7321. Happy New Year.
You too. Lufthansa 60 November, disregard. Beeline 716 X-ray, please clock mode Charlie.
Cockmo Charlie, Beeline 716 X-ray.
So 118.1 for the tower.
Clear for takeoff, contact Lisbon control after departure 125.550, Alpine 2398.
Get that into our standby 125550, because that's what we're going to have to do. We'll just hold our position here for the moment. Right, quick pace checks. So QNH still 1023, no change. Flex departure. Engine out procedures standard. And once we're at 1900, it's a left turn to ADSAD. Departure is exceeded 3 Sierra. Initial climb is 60, and the first turn will be to the left.
Thank you, Lisbon Tower, Air Patrol 1246 in Airbus A320 Neo, where it stands for.
Taxi checklist flight controls have not yet been checked. How did we forget that? I told you I was rusty after a week off. Full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, rudder, full right, full left, neutral. Flight controls have been set. Flap setting is config 1. FMA is climb now blue. 1FT2 6000. Flex 66. Radar predicted wind shear is on. Ecam memo has got takeoff no blue. EFB is stowed. That's disconnected. Yeah, they're disconnected.
Golf 574 Foxtrot ready upon reach. Golf 574 Foxtrot, line up and wait, runway 20. Line up and wait 20, Golf 574 Foxtrot.
Tower Alpine 7321 with you at uniform 5.
Alpine 731 Tower, boa tarde, hold short runway.
Holding short of runway 20, Alpine 7321. We've got another holding point there, yeah we have, so let's go for it. I'm not holding up the Cat 2 3 points. Mark, is there anything more difficult than trying to get a wrapper off an offal through? Do you need something to suck before we climb? Mark, I knew what you meant, mate. It's opal fruit, it's not a starburst. You're quite right. Hubble, do I have any tips for someone new to VATSIM using the Fenix A320? Are you familiar with the fly-by-wire A320 first? If you are, you should be able to shoot straight in. There we go. Add-on, what's my favourite add-on airport? I do like this one.
Foxtrot, wind 210 degrees, 14 knots, 120, clear for takeoff. After departure, approach 119, one, what are Volvo? After departure, approach 1, we're clear for takeoff, 120, obrigado, step left, call 57.
Get rid of that. That looks awful, doesn't it? Let's get the departure on. I wanted to be out of here around 3 o'clock. It's now 21 minutes past. Wife's going to kill me as usual. Might be taking the shortcut option into Milan. I'll explain more about that later. Do they now sell both opal fruits and starbursts? That's amazing. Hey Adam.
Alpine 7321, line up and wait, runway 20.
Line up and wait, runway 20, Alpine 7321. Right, approach pass clear, lights are set, and TCAS, packs.
Cabin crew seat for takeoff, please.
Engines have been running for over 5 minutes. Plenty of time. Darky used to work at B&M. Do they do a roaring trade in opal fruits? Hey Suffer, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Wonder if it'll be dark by the time we land.
Alpine 7321, wind 210 degrees, 14 knots, runway 20, clear for takeoff. After departure, approach 119, rest 1, bye-bye.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 20, Alpine 7321. Change this.
Lisbon Tower, Lufthansa 60 November, good day at uniform.
Right, let's go, take off. Chrono, 5th and 1.
Behind departing traffic, line up runway 20 and wait behind.
Hit that like button, folks, if you haven't done so already. Engine stable and set takeoff thrust. Man flex, SRS and runway. Finally out of Lisbon. It's only been an hour and 11 minutes. Slight wind coming in from the right. Not much though. Most of it's a nice headwind. So that's 100 knots checked. V1, rotate. Nav.
Positive right, 0.
This is a bit stuttery, isn't it? A bit like it was out of Naples. Right, I've got stuff to do. Oh, goodness me. Not good. So, thrust climb. Climb.
Alpine 7321, contact approach 119.
Autopilot 1 engaged. Over to approach 91191, Alpine 7321, bye-bye. If I can get it to work.
Vector CXL 57 for Foxtrot.
Approach Alpine 7321, passing 2500 for flight level 60, exceed a 3 Sierra.
Alpine 7321, visual approach hello identified, climb flight level 240.
Continue climb flight level 240, Alpine 7321. It's looking a bit better now. Not much. Flaps 0, spoilers disarmed. That's a bit better. Christian, was it you last time that mentioned something about the photogrammetry cities are just awful at the moment for causing stuttering? I've never had it before, except we had it in Naples, didn't we? Yeah, we had it in Naples, both arriving there and departing there. I've done Lisbon dozens of times, never had a problem, so wonder what's causing that. Very strange. And as we accelerate away, we'll flap, spoilers, gear. And the lights, I can turn those off.
Alpine 7321, direct Tosby, Tango Oscar Sierra Delta India.
Direct to Tosby for Alpine 7321.
Alpine 2398, contact Lisbon control 125.550, bye bye.
Contact Lisbon Control 125.550, have a lovely day. Alpine 2398.
Direct to
Lisbon
Tosby.
departure Lufthansa 60 November, good day, passing 1700 for 3000.
Lufthansa 60 November, approach have identified, climb flight level 240.
Recommend that you keep your seatbelt
Climb flight level 240, Lufthansa 60 November.
at each end of the cabin.
Grony Goovy on Twitch, only thing that stops you using the Phoenix is the inability to interact with the Honeycomb autopilot unit. Fly-by-wire works perfectly for you. I know that, I think that is the only thing holding the Phoenix back. You can't sort of, it's not geared up for external hardware, is it? Mark, you flew into Naples about an hour ago and you still had quite bad stutters as well for the first time. Strange, isn't it, Mark? Christian photogrammetry is a mystery to him. Hey Migs, good to see you, my friend. It's Santa Claus. Says, g'day. Was that a custom Lisbon or default just caught the stuttery takeoff? That is, I think, is it MK Studios Lisbon? We've had it for ages. Never had a single problem with it. So I think there's something going off under the Microsoft Flight Simulator hood with photogrammetry at the moment. Because I had it in, it only happens in photogrammetry cities, or so it seems. Had it in Naples, and now I've had it here. Christopher said, just tried to fly Aer Lingus Gatwick to Dublin not long ago with around 30 planes on the ground on VATSIM. Lag was so bad you couldn't set up a plane. I think, see, Dublin doesn't have any photogrammetry, does it? Christian has to lower the terrain level of detail to get rid of the stutters. That's one way of thinking about it. See, no, now I'm flying over the same area again, and it's fine. It's beautiful, it's stutter-free. Obviously, we're a lot higher up now, but interesting. Captain says everyone has low FPS. Well, that's what I'm saying. I've never had it before. It's only been when I've flown over cities which have got photogrammetry. But even then, I didn't have it. I wonder if I need to reset the cache, the rolling cache. I wonder if that's causing a confliction. Maybe I'll have to try it. Dark Fury says he has issues in Paris. I hope Milan scenery won't stutter. Yeah, I hope so too. Mr. says he had terrible FPS yesterday and he's on a 4090, so it's got to be a sim.
November,
Maybe. Possibly something with the servers, Captain, yeah.
Lufthansa 60 November.
60 November, Tosti, Tango Oscar, Sierra, Delta India.
Derek Tosti, Lufthansa 60 November.
Dark Fury says the servers may be overloaded with the kids playing on Xbox. maybe you're right, Dark. Maybe it's a school holiday thing.
Visual control 125.550, bye.
Over to 12555. Thanks very much for the service and Happy New Year. Alpine 7321.
Thank you.
Lisbon Control, good afternoon, Alpine 7321, passing flight level 170 for flight level 240, direct TOSD.
Alpine 732 Lisbon Control, what are identified? Continue climb to flight level 340, and what is your final level requested?
Continue climb flight level 340, and for now, if possible, could we take flight level 360?
Roger, stand by for higher.
We'll go.
Please advise. Again.
340 blue. Lilo25 says he took off from Naples today, no problem at all. Very strange. Lilo, do you have the RD presets Naples Airport? Edrim International. Would you know what the call sign for Easyjet UK is? Easyjet Europe is Alpine. Is Easyjet UK also Alpine? No, it's Easy. Easy.
Ryan, correction, Alpine 69 Echo Golf, identified, continue climb to flight level 240.
Continue climb to level 240, Alpine 69 Echo Golf.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has now turned on...
Run Air 38 Charlie Fox, Sparrows, and it's ready to push.
You don't know your stand, do you?
Stand 324.
I was just kidding. Stand 324, push and start facing west.
Push and start facing west. Apologies, we've got an out-of-date scenery, so we got confused.
No worries.
There's a call you don't hear in the real world. My scenery's out of date. Hey Randog, you know you're off to Madeira. Nice, good luck with the landing.
Control, good day. Frost Soleil 72 Papa November. With you, we're just starting our descent on the Elgit 3 Tango arrival into Porto.
Real-time tech, can I check for contrails? Can I have a look?
3241 Frost Soleil 72 Papa November.
GSX 546, release from Lisbon, Unicom 122.9, bye-bye.
Unicom 122.8, thank you very much. GSX 546.
Can't see any at the moment. Although I did see one when I was on the ground a little earlier on, so they're definitely there. We've just not got any VATSIM aircraft that are creating them at the minute. FSX Simmer 785 on Twitch says his Microsoft Flight Simulator has gone very laggy in the last few months for some reason. Jan 42, you don't use rolling cache and also experiences some inexplicable stutters. It is strange, isn't it? Spiegelboy, with the autopilot disconnect, if you set whatever button you're using to autopilot off rather than autopilot toggle.
Alpine 69
Lilo25, so you do have the RD preset airport installed. Oh right, okay. Well that blows my theory out then. If you had no stutters with it recently. Hey Panos, good to see you. This is a bit late today, but you joined at the takeoff. Seems like a beautiful flight. Hopefully, nice long flight. There we go. We've got a couple of hours to run.
Alpine 7321, continue climb to flight level 360.
Continue climb flight level 360. Thank you, Alpine 7321.
FSLTL 72 Papa
360 Blue.
Continue descent to flight level 100, LGX 3 Tango arrival, runway 17.
Continue descent to flight level 100, LGX.
Yeah, Leo 25, might have to do that with the cash, see if that helps.
And runway 17, France Soleil 72 Papa November.
Alpine 2398, please.
Anyway, we're well past 10,000 feet, so with that, got the airports on here. Yeah, flight level 360 will do for us for now. Cost index 0. Clear the RadNav page out.
Tomjet 17Q,
and copy the active.
Walk 5227.
Lovely.
5227, Tomjet 17Q. Lisbon Control, Lufthansa 60 November, good day, passing 1804240.
Lufthansa 60 November, Lisbon Control, boa tarde, 95. Continue climb to flight level 340 and confirm your final level requested.
Lufthansa 60 November, climb 340 and 340 is our final level.
Roger, break Alpine 69 Echo Golf, continue climb to flight level 380.
Continue climb flight level 380 Alpine 69.
Oh, Megs gifting another 5 Easyjet Sim Pilot channel memberships to end the year. Megs, thank you so much. That is incredibly kind of you, and building on your amazing generosity on our Santa flight. So welcome to the channel, David, Matt, Vincent, and Gary. Thank you so much for being with us today, and Anthony's as well. Megs, you're amazing. Thank you so much. This is our final flight as well of 2022. So a farewell 2022 flight for you this afternoon. Sympathy, show you the Phoenix optimum flight level in the McDo, like the PMD do. Yeah, it does. It's in the progress page. Just.
Alpine 2398, please.
Sorry, just linked into ATC. Yeah, so the progress page just here. So that's your optimum. That's your recommended max. Try not to get within. If you can get within about 1,000 feet of the max, then you're usually okay. Right, what time does this thing say I'm going to get there? Oh, God, that's later than I wanted.
Portugal 89 Golf Romeo, clear that and be Bravo approach, runway 23, report visual.
Few clouds, temperature, ooh, borderline.
Approach, yeah.
Hubble HD97, how do you get the time to show on the McDo? What, the actual time? The actual time is just here.
Papa Romeo 612 France Soleil 72 Papa November.
But as in how long it's going to be before you get to your destination, down at the bottom just there on the flight plan page. Hope that helps. If the clouds stay clear, then I'm going to have a nice scenic flight, aren't we?
Alpine 2398 back in the cockpit, sorry for the delay.
Alpine 2398, please full Roger, continue climb to flight level 380.
Climb flight level 380, Alpine 2398.
This is Ryanair 38 Charlie Fox, it's ready for taxi.
Ryanair 38 Charlie Fox, taxi via Bravo and Papa, spot holding point, runway 10.
Bravo Papa for holding point 10, Ryanair 38 Charlie Fox.
Once we get to the top of climb, we'll do the top of climb checks and see what the weather's doing in Milan. It wasn't great earlier on.
240, good afternoon. With Milan 716 X-ray.
Mix. How delayed are we? You missed it, gift wrapping the membership. We departed 21 minutes late. So, yeah, I wanted to be on the ground, taxied and shut down by about 17:30 Zulu time. So in about 1 hour and 50 minutes. Don't think that's going to happen though. How about it only shows you, it never shows it for you on the flight plan page, it only shows that shows you the distance. Well, that's interesting. Obviously you've got distance shown here. And yeah, UTC should be shown there. You can change it using left and right keys, then you've got estimated fuel on board, track, wind.
Not adding 010, right 10 degrees from your present heading.
Okay.
Temperature's now minus 48, so I don't need to worry about that anti-ice.
That is 050 degrees, Alpine 69 Golf.
Right, has my tea cooled down? I burnt my tongue just before the start of the stream, which wasn't great.
Portugal 875, release from Lisbon, Unicom 1 to
Perfect.
decimal 8, bye-bye.
Over to Unicom now, 122 decimal, thank you for your service, Portugal 875.
Portugal 928 kilo, release from Lisbon, Unicom 1 to decimal 8, boa tarde, com voo.
1 to decimal 8, Portugal 928 kilo, obrigado, bom dia.
Little 25 says, not sure if it's the traffic add-ons causing the stuttering. Uninstalled FSLTL, it solved his stutters and crashing. But of course every PC is different. Little 25, it's a good point. I do have FSLTL traffic installed, but not running the traffic injector, of course. There's no traffic injector. I'm just using their base package for the VATSIM model matching. The Mr. I'm reading this wrong. The real Mr. Mix Tea. Good morning from the US. I love that username. Love a good cup of tea. Shouldn't be long before we're handed over to Unicom and kick our feet up, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight. Dark Fury has... Oh, mate, that is incredibly kind. Dark Fury has gifted 10 Easyjet SimPilot channel memberships to finish and see the year out. Happy New Year to you, Dark. My MOC, my livery designer. Let me just have a quick look at that livery again. This is the work of Dark Fury, who has just gifted 10 Easyjet SimPilot channel memberships. Let's check this out. So... a gorgeous Christmas livery. Love the reindeers and Santa. For a moment there, it makes it look my doors open. Gorgeous though, isn't it? And it's worth noting as well that Dark Fury also creates the channel livery as well, so even when our Christmas streams are finished, which they will have after today, then we'll be back to using our usual Easyjet SimPilot livery, which Dark Fury was also responsible for. So
Alpine 69 Echo Golf, resume navigation to Unpot.
Thank you so much, Dark. And welcome to SLR01, Julian Lamb, Morten Jensen, Aviator Mao, Miroslav, Chow Prana, the Scotsman Flying, Thompson, Ian Allen, and Mark Boyle. All gifted memberships today, just now, by Dark Fury. Welcome to the channel, guys. Make sure as well, if you're on Discord, get yourself into the Members Lounge. Mixed Dark Fury. My favourite Christmas elf.
Continue descent to flight level 60 from Soleil 72.
Christian makes a good point as well. Make sure you also use the latest VMR file that came with FSLTL base package update. Indeed, yep, done that. Oh, Dark, yeah, let's show people the cabin. Oh, hang on, we're just at the top of climb. We'll go for a walk through the cabin. We'll go to the toilet. Mac Alt Star, here we go. Let's just go to the progress page. Just set 36. There we go. And Mac Alt Cruise. So we've got TCAS 2 below. And we'll just set the performance back to 21. Done. Welcome to the top of climb.
Ryanair 38 Charlie Fox identified. Continue climb to flight level 240.
Just to let you know,
Level 240, Ryanair 38 Charlie Fox.
So we should be arriving
Portugal 3833, request descent.
Portugal 3833, descend to flight level 250, information Quebec.
Information Quebec, board descent 250, Portugal 3833.
Lufthansa 2 Echo Charlie, identified, continue climb to flight level 240.
Flight level 240, Lufthansa Charlie.
Lovely, all done, all happy,
Control,
fuel's good.
Beeline 716 X-ray will be off-com for 2 minutes. Beeline 716 X-ray.
Roger. Sunjet 9 Juliet Yankee, release from Lisbon, Unicom 122.8, over.
The real Mr. Mix T says, nice job on the livery, Dark. Giovanni says, yesterday down in Bergamo they were performing Cat 2-3 landings due to fog, ice and low vis. We might even have that today as well, so yeah, we'll see. Hey Robin asks, do we use Nav Data Pro Lido charts? No, so whereas in the real world Lido charts are used for Easyjet, because we're flight simming, we're on Navigraph, so we're on Jeppesen charts. Tomcraft MC, anyone know how many FPS you can expect to lose with GSX Pro? You're going to lose most of them when the passengers are boarding, Tom, so that's when it kind of affects it a little bit. Other than that, should be fine. Tim, do I use the sim rate ×2 function in the Phoenix on longer flights? No, because I'm always on VATSIM, Tim. It's not allowed. So everything's done in real time. Andy says it's a shame we can't share cool liveries with all the folks at VATSIM so everyone could enjoy it as we taxied by. I'm not sure how you do that. They'd have to have them installed, wouldn't they? I guess.
Lufthansa 2 Echo Charlie, turn left direct to Naarden.
Right, should we check out that cabin now? We're at top of climb. Yeah, so here guys, check this cabin out. White seat for all those children who are eating lots of chocolates. It's amazing, isn't it?
Lisbon Control, Beeline 716 X-ray,
awesome.
back in the flight deck.
Love the safety cards. I've not noticed those before, Dar. Are they Christmas safety cards, or have I made that up? Are they Christmas safety cards? Oh no, I thought they almost looked like reindeers. Oh, that's awesome. Nice.
Portugal 3833, continue descent to 3,000 feet, QNH 1022.
Right, back in the flight deck.
1022, descent 3,000.
Shut that door.
Portugal 3833.
Portugal 89 Golf Romeo on final
Portugal 89 Golf Romeo, wind 200 degrees 13 knots.
A320 Avgeek, how does the Phoenix compare to the A320X when it comes to performance and FPS? The fly-by-wire is better, I feel, for performance, but there's not as much going on under the hood kind of thing, so obviously that's where your compromise comes in. Robin says, consider giving Lido charts a try. Just made that switch from Jeppesen to Lido and you're mind blown by the realism. It's also much cheaper. I didn't even know, to be honest, Robin, that there was a paid version, if you like, for flight sim of Lido charts.
Portugal 79 Lisbon.
Rapenza says, quick question, what's a good external SSD you'd recommend for Microsoft Flight Sim? You need to speak to Dark Fury, my MOC. He's far up on more better information than me with regards to that. Right, can we get to 3.8? Yes.
Portugal 79 Lisbon.
Let's see if that will work for us.
Go ahead, Lisbon, Portugal 79.
Portugal 79, contact Casablanca 126.5.
Andy says that cabin's an OCD cleaner's nightmare.
Obrigado, contact Casablanca 126.55, Portugal 79, boa tarde.
Alpine 69 Echo Golf, able to reach level 380 in the next 3 minutes.
8 will send Alpine 69 Echo Golf.
Alpine 69 Echo Golf, Roger, continue climb to 380 to be leveled within 3 minutes.
So continue climb to level 380 to be leveled 3 minutes, Alpine 69 Echo Golf.
And Alpine 7321, is it possible to take flight level 380?
Alpine 7321, stand by.
See if we can burn a little less fuel, get there a little bit quicker. And every minute counts. Bossman.
7321, climb to flight level 380.
Climb now, flight level 380. Many thanks, Alpine 7321. Just climb up and climb. 380 blue.
QNH 1019 at cleared LS approach, runway 17.
Down to 4,000 feet, QNH 1019.
Sorry, Bossman Gaming, am I using the new app Flow? No, I'm not. I have seen it, but I'm not using it. Oh, company message. They're going to be peed at me, aren't they? We were late.
Lisbon Control with Water Portugal 1246 with you, passing flight level 1964, flight level 240.
13 minutes.
Portugal 1246, Lisboa, boa tarde, identified. Continue climb to flight level 360, direct Thursday.
Direct Thursday and up to final flight level 360, Portugal 1246.
ATC startup delay, en route slot delay, departure runway change, startup delay, AMZ.
And Fenix 37 kilo request flight level 360.
13 minutes. Send. It's getting a bit dark up here. Should we pop the lighting up?
See again?
Fenix 37 kilo request flight level 360 possible.
Roger, stand by. Break Alpine 2398, release from Lisboa, Unicom 1 to decimal 8, bye bye.
1 Unicom 122 decimal 8, have a lovely day. Alpine 2398.
You too, happy New Year.
Portugal 89 Golf Romeo, can I have a gate? AB Alpha 09 please.
Right, let's log into the
proceed to the requested gate, bye bye.
CPDLC, shall we?
Channel 37 kilo, continue correction, climb to flight level 360.
Flight 360, thanks, Channel 37 kilo.
This is Alpine 89 Delta Lima. We're waiting for descent in about...
I can never remember where to pop this in.
Just to let you know.
I tried to call you several times, sir. Alpine 89 Delta Lima, when ready to descend to flight level 250, information Quebec. On
no,
conversion
not there.
speed 300 knots or greater.
Okay, when we're ready, we'll send you go from flight level 330 and... Wait, so could you repeat everything I can say? Sorry.
Alpine 89 Delta Lima, descend to flight level 250, information Quebec. On conversion, maintain 300
what is it? Lima
Papa
Papa Charlie.
Okay, we're ready. We'll descend to flight level 350 with information Quebec, and we're going to maintain 300
there we go. So notifying them that we're connected to CPDLC, so we can use that if need be. Eastbird says, just noticed this is a pretty long flight, not even at Tosdale. No, that's why I used the beam points. We'll do a fuel check now, though, as we get there.
Lisbon Control, bon dia. Air Transat 765, crossing flight level 210.
Mick says, blame the delay on him. Just say he left a Yule log in the loop.
Nice. 765, Lisboa, boa tarde, squawk 5410.
5410 for 765.
Tim Mayer, welcome to the training captain level of membership. Tim, that is amazing. Thank you so much for becoming our latest new channel member. Happy New Year to you as well, Tim. Hope you're enjoying the flight today, and really do appreciate your support. Thank you so much.
Miami today. Hello, control, Portugal 223 Alpha with you, climbing out of 170.
Portugal 223 Alpha, Lisboa, control, boa tarde, identified.
Logon's accepted. Wonderful.
Alright, 350, Portugal 223 Alpha.
Alpine 69 Echo Golf, they can't reach flight level 380. Is it possible to descend flight level?
So we're being given a direct November Echo Alpha.
Roger, descend to flight level 360.
Roger, descend to level 360, Alpine 69 Echo Golf.
Good stuff. All directs are good. November Echo Alpha is now en route, 112 miles away. So just past
on conversion, do not exceed 25.
Where were we? Can't remember where we were. We just passed Tosdale, hadn't we? What fuel should we have? So we took 9 tons, which is 800 kilograms more. So So we're about a ton of extra fuel on board, which is fine. So when we pass Tosdi, we should have around 6-7, around 6-8. What have we got? 6-8-20. Perfect.
17 and vacate via Charlie, France Soleil 72, Papa November.
Lufthansa 60 November, release from Lisboa, Unicom 1 to decimal 8, bye-bye.
Unicom 1 to decimal 8 for Lufthansa 60 November, Happy New Year, thank you, bye-bye.
You too, break Beeline 71 X-ray, Lisboa.
Lisbon control, Beeline 716 X-ray, go ahead.
Beeline 716 X-ray, clear to flight level 360, showing 380 and still climbing.
From the bar. We accept payment in pounds.
Thank you for notification. I just had a autopilot issue. I'm back on track for 360. Beeline 716 X-ray.
And if we could be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Portugal 3833, clear RMP Bravo, approach runway 23, report visual.
Clear RMP Bravo for runway 20, report visual 1 Portugal 3833.
Right, so the crew are heading around the aircraft now. You can order your teas, your gins, your vodkas, your champagnes to celebrate the end of the year. Would have been nice to do a stream tomorrow, but I'm not going to get a chance tomorrow, I'm afraid. So we're doing our end of year stream today.
223 Alpha, Lisboa, Roger, climb to flight level 39.
39 Portugal 223 Alpha, thank you.
Air Transat 765 identified, continue climb to flight level 300 direct panel.
Continue climb to 300 direct panel for
Nick Burrows is buying champagne for everybody. Thank you, Nick. Hope the passengers appreciate that. What time does the sun set in Milan? Service terminated, features change approved, roger. That's been received by ATC. Close the messages.
Portugal 89 Golf Romeo Uber and Alpha 09 can you believe the frequency?
FM, bye-bye.
Thank you for the call.
Now, the only thing I don't know how to do is break the connection here, because our connection status has got us still logged on, has it? Oh, it might not have done. We may have closed the connection now. That's alright. Otherwise he'll be shouting at us, telling us to log off. Right, we're now on Unicom. Just us. Jan 737 says sunset in Milan at 15:49 UTC. Oh, it's going to be dark then. 15:49. Really? That was 10. Whoa. Okay. Autopilot's off. I have control. A little bit of a weather injection there, I think. We've just started the cabin service and we've just thrown it all over the cabin on those beautiful white seats. Okay, autopilot re-engaged, descent, alt blue, 380, auto thrust is still engaged, that's fine. CST, what's going on again here? Definitely some issues with the weather injection there. CST Gamer says he was with us in Lisbon, ready to go, and he took off 5 minutes ago. That's insane. Nick says the champagne he's bought has gone everywhere. Oh no! Bubbled up, and I'm glad I'm not cleaning it. Oh, what's our company message? We need to respond to weathers, don't we? Easyjet ops, delay card's been received, that's fine. Mix his coffee is my co-pilot now, yeah. Well, don't stay in the seat for the next guy. I'm sure this aircraft's been taken out again after this flight. Not by me, though. Nick, you're having these issues all the time. Is it related to overspeed? Suddenly you get that alert. No, the alert is due to overspeeding, yeah. The overspeed itself is due to the weather injection of the simulator itself. Hubble HD97 says, do you need FSLTL injection for model matching? No, you don't. No. You can just download the base package and then use the model matching file that comes with that. You'll find that in your community folder for the FSTL folder that's in there. And you just point vPilot to it. Nick, redeem the cleanup crew. I've just got visions of people sucking champagne out of seats. Right, where are we? Let's get some en route weathers. Let's see, what's ahead of us? Bilbao is about 130 miles in front of us, so that's not a bad show. LEBB. Send that off. Where else are we going to be flying over? Biarritz. Bordeaux. Probably closer to Toulouse, actually. And Toulouse has got two nice big runways. Yeah, Toulouse is a good shout down here. So, in fact, we'll probably see Toulouse. And then Lyon and Milan. So there's Toulouse. Eastbird doesn't like Toulouse. Where was the other one? Lyon. That airport's just had an update scenery-wise as well. And then let's have a look at what's happening at our arrival airport. Red Star, why go to Toulouse? You want Turin? No, I don't. If something goes wrong just here, near Turin, then I won't be heading into Turin. I'll be getting down and getting straight into Milan. Lyon's got two nice big long runways and an Easyjet base. Or at least we fly there. Toulouse, again, two nice big long runways. Bilbao, Easyjet familiar there too, so seem like decent shouts. Hey Colin, good to see you mate. It says nice to have you back, Gavin. Hope everyone has a great time, but looks better than here at Gatwick. Bunker Monkey on Twitch says, treated myself to GSX and the 42 Flow Pro for Christmas. Took me a while to figure out GSX, but you do like it. And some widgets you can get on flightsim.to for the Flow Pro are pretty good. Might need to check it out, see what it's like. So did the sun really set in Milan about 15 minutes ago? That's insane. It's probably accurate though. We can already see the sun dropping now, and we're what, 700 miles away from it maybe? Oh, Red Star, I see what you were on about. To win. Yeah, my to lose was better. I'm not awake enough for that, Red Star. I've had nearly 2 weeks off with the kids. Dark Fruit says, he'll be right back. The cabin crew's brought cottage pie. Oh, wow. Where's my cabin crew? Migs, northern Spain is looking quite cloudy. Nothing new there, he guesses. It's just the northern hemisphere in winter, isn't it? In fact, looking at this is just going to be a horrible stream now. We're just going to be flying in this milky white sky. Let's see what the actual weather came back at. So, have a look at those received messages. So, where's this? Bilbao. Oh, that's winds gusting 27 knots, 200. That's a bit of a crosswind as well at Bilbao, so not too much fun. Visibility and that is all fine, it's just windy. So that's Bilbao. Bilbao's windy. Toulouse is Cav okay. Nice light winds, right? Toulouse is good. I like Toulouse. What we got? Lyon is well, that's a bit windy as well. Temporarily gusting 30 knots, 180. Although, if I remember their runway configuration correctly, 180. I think they have a runway 18 there, or certainly a south-facing runway, so that wouldn't be too much of an issue. Okay, this is what's happening then at Milan Bergamo, our arrival destination. So, winds are nice and low, as you'd expect with light drizzle and mist, because you don't usually get mist and heavy winds. Visibility is down to 2 kilometers, broken 500, and if you look at both the temperature and the dew point, they're both the same. That explains the mist. Let's have a look. Let's have a look and see what it says about low visibility procedures. Low visibility taxi routes. Airport briefing, noise abatement, run up low vis. Right, will be enforced when the runway visual range is equal to or less than 550 meters and or the ceiling is below 200 feet and or a rapid deterioration of weather conditions recommends so. Pilots will be informed via radio or ATIS. So below 200 feet is what we're going to be looking out at. What's it at the moment? 500. Could get down low as 300 according to the forecast, but I'm reckoning it's still going to be Cat 1 then by the time we get there. But if it's raining as well, that's going to be messy, isn't it? Do you reckon this is it now? We're not going to see anything. There's no break in the clouds until we land. Good afternoon, HD. How's the cold? And the phlegm? And the infection? And the pus? And everything else you've got going on? Way to make an entrance, by the way. I remember reading some years ago that man flu is a proper thing. Men don't cope with illness as well as women do. Something to do with the genes and how all the DNA was coded and such. So man flu is a real thing. Women just don't appreciate it. Ariel, thank you for subscribing. You sound like you smoke 60 a day. Bacchus 173 says, oh, he's trying to eat. Well, don't think about HD and how he feels at the minute. Lisbon says drink some Guinness, it'll make you feel better. Ugh. Dark Fury. I can't say that. One's a biological, you know, fact of life. The other, I guess, is also a fact of life, but caused by external forces. DSB, how long have we been flying for? 46 minutes. I think. What? Oh, everything just froze then. 47 minutes. The timer wasn't going up, and neither was this then. That was strange. Guinness cures everything. Eastbird's good job J-Hog isn't here to read the blasphemy. Oh, I saw on Discord this morning about J-Hog and his garden being dug up because his next door neighbours had lost their telephone wire and they got no internet. So BT had come and dug up his garden. What? How do they do that without asking permission? Surely there's some law against that. Oh, Nick, you're off to work. Nick, well, in that case, mate, Happy New Year to you. And, Nick, a huge thank you for your support as well over, well, obviously not just the last year, but the last 22 months, etc. But, Nick, yeah, Happy New Year, mate. Thank you so much for being here. And we will catch you in 2023, Nick. Have a good day at work. Speak to you next time. HC says, surely there's got to be some compensation for that. Well, you'd think so. I'd want a gardener for the next 6 months until everything looks perfect again. We all know how long it takes for grass to grow. Well, it does in my garden. Dark says he was on the phone to J-Hog regarding that. Oh, yeah? Did you manage to pass on any pearls of wisdom, Dark? Is he now going to be treating himself to more flight sim gear with compensation from BT? The telecommunications company that's dug his garden up. Maybe I need to tell them that my next door neighbour's got a problem with their phone, so they'll come and dig my garden up to sort it. Then I'll get a new turf laid. Eastbird says it's his punishment for calling out the grass cutters. Hey, you ask Dark Fury, it takes skill to do that. Guys, watch the clouds. Watch the clouds. They are moving. We are moving relative to the ground. But my displays are not. Look at the times. You can see in the bottom corner, we are definitely moving, but the time isn't. That's strange. We must have entered the twilight zone. Captain Oatmeal, what do I have in my garden? Weeds? Grass? No, that's not true actually. We got one of these like green thumb lawn treatment things who come and do a treatment 4 times a year, and to be fair to them, that's really good. It's got rid of all the weeds that blew over from next door's garden. They weren't gardeners, they were kids. So the house next to us was rented, and you know, nice couple, but you don't treat the... If you're not a gardener, you're not going to be too bothered about looking after it, are you? Particularly if it's not yours to look after. And they just got a lawn full of dandelions that wrecked our lawn. And I hate gardening. I'd love a gardener to come and take care of stuff like that. But apparently feeding the kids and keeping a roof over their head is more important than getting a gardener. Red Star says, time stopped on the plane. Yeah, what was that program that was on Sky? Manifest, was it? Something like that? Oh, that's better. See some ground now. HD says, someone's put the flight freeze on. Says, right guys, what happened there? A common statement you hear regularly in the sim. Hopefully only when you're sandbagging, HD. Uh, 747 Down says, Manifest is interesting. I watched the first series when it came out, and then I never got round to watching the others. The problem is, it's been that long now, I'd have to go and watch the first series again, which I can never bring myself to do. Just because I think, that's a waste of time, I've already seen this, but I can't actually remember what happened. I'll tell you what I have discovered over the last 3-4 months, and it's costing me a small fortune. Audible, audiobooks. Because I spend a lot of time obviously walking the dog, and then in the kitchen on my own, cooking, preparing the meals for the kids and things like that. So a little Bluetooth earpiece in while walking the dog, listening to a good book. Yeah, it's costing me a fortune. Hey Eric, good to see you. Says, good evening, just watched the takeoff. Interesting to see the system back again. I know, no idea what's causing that. Hopefully we'll not get them coming into Milan. HD, your response is usually you don't have a clue. In your husky 60-a-day voice. Darren, you've seen people do takeoffs in the Phoenix without doing the half-size stick forward. Is that common in real life? No, Darren, not in real life. But to be fair, if you're just a general flight simmer, you won't know about stuff like that. It's only if you, you know, really get into things. What you really want to see is when there's a good strong crosswind and you see full side stick forward. Captain Shaquille, what's my favourite meal to cook? Whichever has the least amount of washing up afterwards, or only uses things that can go straight in the dishwasher. Washing up is a bane of my life. Eric, I will. I'm gonna have to delete my rolling cache and things. See if that helps. I did suddenly have a worry when I was going to do the stream. I thought I'm going to turn my computer on. It hasn't been on. This is probably the longest time my PC has not been on for. You know, well over a week. It's, you know, even when I'm not streaming or creating videos and content, the PC's usually on because I'm doing something on it. I'm like, what if I turn it on and it just goes, no, bang. Things always break when you don't use them, which I've never been able to understand that. I was come to it, it was working fine last time I touched it. Yeah. Hey Ryan, the zero fuel weight CFG on the electronic flight bag, that is the centre of gravity based on where all your payload is. So the centre of gravity of the aircraft before the fuel is loaded on. Darren McEwen, thank you so much for your $5 Canadian super chat, saying thank you for all the great videos and learning. Darren, you are more than welcome. Thank you so much, that's very kind of you. And a big happy new year to you as well, Darren. I hope 2022 has been good to you, and I hope 2023 is going to be even better. So we've probably got about an hour and probably a good hour and a half before we're done. 1740. Do you know what I am going to do? I'm going to have a look at changing my routing in. So if we just have a quick look at what we've got at the moment, let's have a look. So this is the route at the moment, and it's all based off using the ILS Zulu approach, which I guess is the norm. Although actually, if that routing is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Let me just zoom out a bit. Yeah, so L-board. Where's my charts gone? Right, so Dixa to L-board, and then Zulu has us coming in from Lazav. X-ray has us coming in from L-board. Right, okay, we're going to put... I'd put Zulu in. I think we're going to be using the ILS X-ray, aren't we? Coming from L-board, fly this 15-mile DME arc, capture the localizer. So let's just update that. So the ILS... Did I say X-ray? I did, didn't I? Yep. It's very similar, to be fair. There you go, you can see a bit more of an arc coming round. It makes the intercept a bit nicer. HD, don't be giving Lee any ideas, particularly if you've got to bugger off. I know you're praying you don't. Check this out, see now what that looks like. Yeah, there we go, it's just got the arc in there. Not sure what that is, that little intercept bit. Probably going better just to go direct to... we've got Odamo, Bedix, Elbod, Odamo, Bedix, Arc, Lasav. Do you know what? We could just go direct Bedix, couldn't we? Not fly in this mess. I'll leave it in for now, but if ATC, I want to leave it in case ATC is online. But there you are. If they're online, we'll probably get vectored in anyway. Bunker Monkey G on Twitch says the updates that catch you out. If you haven't turned the PC on for a week, you know you're spending an hour then updating aircraft, utilities, airac cycles, and video drivers and all that. That's the thing, yeah. So I actually put the PC on at about 11 o'clock, no, 12 o'clock, set a load of updates going, then went and got some lunch. Eastbird, somehow you always thought you'd take Zulu first. I think that is true most of the time, but there's a few airports which it does catch you out. Berlin is one of them, I think. And I guess this one as well. Jan737 says he lives near Bergamo, says he often looks on Flight Radar 24. Normally for the approaching they use the ILS Zulu via Tixum. I mean, does this X-ray, does this come in via Tixum? No, I mean, how you can tell on Flight Radar 24, I guess, is interesting. But you can see there's very little between Bedix and Tixum, I think. There you can see Odamo, just around here. Odamo's just there. So, I mean, the... missed approach is the same, isn't it? get back to Adamo and hold, I think. Mark says he's going to head off. Mark, thank you so much for your support again over the last year, Mark. Really do appreciate it. Hope you have a good new year, and whatever you're doing for the next couple of days, I hope it's enjoyable. Thank you again, Mark. Have a good one. Happy New Year to you. ATC may just give them a direct to Tixum. I'm going to be doing probably something a little similar, I think, if we can. Alright, we're nearly past the halfway point. Hello to you. It's coming up to our favourite time of day on flight simulation, isn't it? The gorgeous looking clouds. That's quite a nice view. I like that. Just seeing if we've got any ATC. Rome is online. They seem to be covering quite a lot of area, but none that we're going to be flying into, sadly.
In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase from our selection of fresh food available today. Full details can be found in your in-flight brochure. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies, and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated, and if we can be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Bunker Monkey on Twitch, which chart shows the engine out procedure on departures? You thought it was the standard instrument departure chart, but leaving Brussels earlier today, you couldn't find it. Right, so engine out procedures are unique to individual airlines. They basically set their own, so you're not going to find them on standard instrument departure charts. If you want something like engine out procedures, then there's a couple of options. You can get SimSmart, which has many of them for European airports. So where did you say you were departing from? Echo Bravo Bravo Romeo, so that's Brussels, isn't it? I don't know which runway which runway were you using, Bunker Monkey, and I'll try and get it for you for future reference. A320 AVGI, which quick question, which mod do I use for the passenger announcements? So that's from Self-Loading Cargo. Bunker Monkey 25 right, so let's check that out. So just grab the meta, pop in anything here, doesn't really matter. My word, was it a windy takeoff? Gusting 27? Yeah, there you go. So there's your engine out procedure. So standard, which means continue to fly on a runway track. And then once you've secured the engine and past 1700 feet, make a right turn to the Bravo Uniform November VOR, enter the hold at Bravo Uniform November, and it gives you the inbound course and tells you it's right turns. So yeah, there's your engine out procedure. But they are unique to airlines. So an engine out procedure is just to get you somewhere sensible. Eastwards on chart 12.2 there's an RNP Zulu runway 28 LPV that goes via Tixum. Yeah, I don't think we're allowed to do that. they look good. They look really good, don't they? Are we going to be able to see the sun setting, or is it a bit too further? Ah, it's a bit too behind us. Otherwise, that would have been quite neat. Bunker Monkey, so SimSmart is available at A320perf.uk, I believe. A320perf.uk. How long can I hold out putting on the romantic mood lighting? Why is that one? I feel like I should just let the cabin go dark to assist HD's cold and keep him in a nice, calm, cool environment. Got more of a crosswind now than a tailwind. Still, it's pushing us in the right direction. HD, you spent most of the time napping anyway. Good, good. You don't get to see any mistakes then. Matthew, people don't realise that airlines are about 10 to 15 years behind general aviation in terms of avionics. Not sure a single airline. You're not sure of a single airliner that can do an LPV approach. Hubble HD on SimBrief, is block fuel how much is needed to be loaded onto the aircraft? Yes, at sort of like the minimum amount of fuel you need, but quite often, probably more often than not, you'd always take more. So let me just try and explain. I don't know if HD was around for the start of this, but I'll go through my thinking with him for this. So the plug fuel for our flight today was 8.2 tons, or 8,200 kilograms. So yeah, you could load that 8,200 bang on, and you should be okay. But a couple of things to bear in mind. So we got pretty much, well, there's a chance of some rubbish weather coming in at Milan, forcing us down maybe to low visibility conditions, which if ATC's on could slow things down. You might have to enter a hold for whatever reason, if they want you to hold, let traffic clear, etc. See if it gets any better. We've also got yeah, where's it gone? Yeah, we've also got a bit of icing all the way up as well, up to flight level 200. So yeah, that was another reason to put a bit of extra fuel on. So basically I just rounded it up. I plumped for 9 tons rather than taking plug fuel. HD yeah. The cost index of 21, you can ignore that. I just completely forgot to edit it in SimBrief. I mean, when we ran the calculations anyway, how many? I can't remember what extra time it gave us, to be honest. Oh, well, we got an extra half an hour showing. It wasn't that high when we set off. It definitely wasn't that high when we set off. But yeah. And that's a good piece of information to remember as well. When LVPs could be enforced, you might want to wait. I want at least 20 minutes holding time, plus a bit here and there, etc. So we got extra 32 minutes showing there. We took an extra 800 kilograms, which with the extra fuel is around a ton extra. So yeah, I think we did the right thing. Because yeah, we've got an extra ton, which is about 30 minutes. Captain FPS, did I hear about the Easyjet squawking 7700 last night? No, I didn't, but it's not that uncommon. For those of you that use Flight Radar 24, you can set up alerts, can't you? And I was very excited when I found this. You can set. I set up an alert for every time an airliner squawked 7700, and my phone was just pinging left, right, and centre. Of course, it's global, so yeah, they were squawking 7700 all over the shop. It's like, oh, actually, it's maybe not as rare as you think. HD 800 plus the contingency was about 120. Yeah, it was. I think it was something like 1,065 kilograms extra. So yeah, exactly. We were spot on with that. Dead Sausage, when you contact great name on Twitch, when contacting the tower, what do you tell them? Normally you're contacting the tower, you're on final, so just say with you on final, runway, blah blah, and however many miles you are. If you've been given a speed restriction as well, you sometimes need to report that too. Matthew says he always tries to carry extra fuel. However, they had a flight a few months where one of the ETOPS diversion airports literally had £0 of extra fuel, so at times we couldn't carry any extra. I remember seeing a flight I was discussing with you, I think, wasn't it, HD? It was a flight that was going to Iceland. The weather looked shocking. And they were pretty full and with payload and plug fuel anyway, so they really didn't have much room to take any extra. Oh, like, okay, well, hope you get in first time. I mean, the fuel that you take, you've built in for contingencies and getting to your alternate anyway, but even so. Adam Goodson says, can I give you some tips on add-on airports to buy now on sale? Best thing you can do, Adam, is, first of all, it depends how much you want to spend. If you want to spend, if you don't want to spend, if you're new to Microsoft Flight Simulator, then just check out flightsim.to. Loads of free airports, and some are absolutely amazing quality. HC says the diversion was probably Glasgow, so they got that up there. Oh, well, in that case, no wonder they got loads of extra fuel already thrown on. It's not a short hop, is it? Reykjavik to Glasgow. So, yeah, they're going to have loads of fuel already waiting for them. That's why you kind of... I kind of look to see where the alternate is. Because if the alternate's close, then you've not got loads of extra fuel. But if the alternate is, you know, a distance away, you can probably keep that in the back of your mind as to, well, I don't actually need to take that much extra fuel because I've got loads anyway just for the alternate. So, yeah. HD says there are some times times where the flight plans don't make any sense. Lots of alternates with fog forecast recently. Yeah, you're not even allowed to do that though, are you? Or is that all down to what it currently is and what it's forecast? Bunker Monkey is something I might know. When you fly the tallest 340 in X-Plane, you always seem to get fuel imbalance on flights over 2 hours. Easy to fix, but you never get in the Phoenix or fly-by-wire. I have no idea regarding a 340. HC, the alternate isn't extra fuel. No. I appreciate that. But such as like that flight that I mentioned going to Reykjavik, if its alternate is back at Glasgow, you know it's got... There might not be much room for extra fuel to be thrown on, but it's got fuel on, and quite a bit of it. Just turn some of these screens down now. The sun's starting to drop. Right, I might have to start looking at getting some information off the charts for the arrival. Juliet Charlie Mike has resubbed on Prime for 3 months. Mate, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. And a big Happy New Year to you as well, Juliet Charlie Mike. Thank you for your support. A reminder, guys, if you are a Prime Amazon Prime subscriber, you can support the channel on Twitch for free, which is... obviously very kind, so thank you to all of you who have already done that. Matthew, I know nothing about FAA rules and things, but they now can have a third-party weather service. In other words, if the forecast says we can't go, you pay a company to make a forecast that says they can. What? That's ridiculous. Alright, well, we'll wait and see what episode of Air Crash Investigation that comes out in. Eduardo says, awful weather in Milan today, by the way, and so dark. Yeah, it's getting that way now, as I can see in the sim. Oh, we're just... The sunset must be almost directly behind us. Look at the Earth's shadow coming up bang in front of us. That's awesome. Andy says, good morning from Toronto. I did have a good Christmas, Andy. Yeah, thanks for asking, my friend. Hope you did as well. HD, you love seeing the Terminator approach like that. Has the sun gone? Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's just the tip of it left, look. Hey, guys, look at the contrail. It's actually spinning as a vortices. In a vortex. How cool is that? I'd not noticed that before. Now, how many people are thinking, if I shut down the engine... although, no, forget that, that wouldn't make sense. How can you test to see if that is just the animation of the contrail or whether the wing airflow is causing that vortices or not? Yeah, shutting down the engine wouldn't do anything. The vortices is caused by the airflow, but... That's incredible. I've not noticed that before. Christian, turn both off just to be sure. Let's not. Eastbirds, have you just done what I think you've done? Ugh. Where's my tablet? Okay. Them's the rules. Oh, wrong one. Oh, I nearly hit the FMS reset. That would have been bad. Where is it? Oh, it's config, isn't it? Random failure trigger. Oh, hello. Alright, master caution. So, flight control, ELAC 2 fault. So, ECAM actions, ELAC 2 is off, then on if unsuccessful. ELAC 2 off. Alright, well, hopefully this shouldn't be too much of a major issue. So, we can see there on the lower ECAM flight controls it's showing, let's confirm the failure. HD, boring. Yeah, so ELAC 2, Cat 3 Duo. Ooh, well, this could be interesting, though. Potentially. This could be interesting. It might be a boring failure, but it might have repercussions a little bit later on. So, confirmed the failure. Let's follow out the ECAM actions. So, ELAC 2 off, then on. Now, I've got to remember where this is. Is it over the first officer's side? ELAC 2 fault confirmed again on the overhead, so off and then on. So far so good. Yeah, if we were downgraded, we'd only be downgraded to Cat 3A, which is still okay, I think. I mean, technically the weather is still Cat 1. Fixed it. Matthew says, God, that ECAM is so nice. We just have a 576 page QRH. Right, looks like we're fixed. All good. Chances are it could happen again, though. With that in mind, I'm just going to get my charts out now and start looking at the arrival, get the information that I need for it. So we're going to do ILS X-ray approach for runway 28. Transition altitude 6,000 feet. What's the platform for this? 4,000. MSA as we're coming in is going to be 8,400. Get the latest weather and I can see what the minimums are currently sat at as well. Panos, how many failures left? I'm not sure, to be honest. So currently we've got, yeah, light wind hasn't changed. 1.5 kilometers visibility, light drizzle, mist, broken 400. Technically, according to the paper, still Cat 1. So minimums are 990. ILS identifier is Bravo Romeo Mike. Airfield elevations 50, not 57, I'm talking rubbish, 754. Missed approach 4,000. Max 185 knots. Dark, if the failure type's set to 90%, you'll get the same failure every time. Oh, we're in a different livery, aren't we? No, I don't want maintenance. So, what is the... where do I set the failures? I can't remember in this thing. Is it in the config? Random failures. Oh! Whoops. There we go. Bit more life-threatening. HC, the last time you did a practice auto land, it was rubbish. What, in real life? At least you still got a failure, Eastbird. You've got thousands of chips left over. Right, I've got that information that I wanted. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, Matthew, you've moved over to the 767. Something with a bunk and no more than one leg a day. Yeah, that's true. Long haul then, Matthew, I guess. HD was a hard one into Malpensa, was it? Yeah, gone dark very quickly. HD, behave. Dark Fury, engine 1 damaged failure, please. You don't get to request the failure, Dark. We might have to do a special stream. I might do it for members only. I just keep failing the aircraft until something serious happens. See if we can still get down safely somewhere. DC essential bus failure. No. Eastbirds, you've just done it again, haven't you? Oh. Because it's the last stream of the year. You're gonna wreck my beautiful aircraft. Right, I've hit the button. See what happens when it happens. I want to do the brief. Yeah, so where's my NOTAMs for this flight? ATC is now online in Milan. Right. Well, better not be a big failure then. I don't want a decompression. Where are we? Right, if it's a decompression, I've got about 10 minutes before I hit the Alps. The grid Mora begins to plume in around 9 minutes. Something we briefed on the ground. Right, what's happening here? Aerodrome obstacles, yada yada yada. Aerodrome beacon, ABN's unserviceable. NDB frequencies unserviceable. Alright. I did definitely redeem that failure, didn't I? Seems to be taking a while, this, doesn't it, Lee? Dangerous. Dangerous. Okay. Well, let's do the brief anyway. So, quick chat about the weather. As we can see, technically, you've already seen the weather, but it's misty and drizzly with a low cloud base, but still at 1.5 kilometers visibility. It's still Cat 1, so as long as we see a runway light, we're good. Aircraft is fully serviceable still. I'm just tempting fate here. Yeah, Eastbird hasn't broke it just yet. No NOTAMs for us. Threats to be aware of. We've got terrain to the north of the field. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, quite a lot of terrain to the north of the field. So, want to be very, very careful there. That's probably the biggest threat. Down to the south, we're fine. But yeah, north of the field, need to be aware of that. North and northeast, actually. So that's our biggest threat. Did someone just say ATCs come online as well in Milan? Are they? Oh, if they are, that's great. So we are expecting ILS approach, runway 28. We're taking the ILS X-ray approach, and we're coming in on the Dixa 2 Kilo arrival. Takes us to Elbod. Wind shift there. Yeah, that comes in via Elbod. And in terms of how we're going to configure then, so we're going to get ourselves down. We want to be 4,000 feet at Lazav. So as we leave Elbod, we'll be green dot. Flaps on the arc, flaps 1 on the arc, flaps 2 at Lazav, and then we'll start intercept localizer glide slope for flaps 2. Don't think we've got any minimum approach speeds. 250 knots, but that's the norm, so that's fine. Normal ILS approach type, platform altitude. That is the wrong chart. Get off that. Platform altitude is 4,000 Lazav. It's a 3-degree approach, so that's fine as well. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Minimums are 990, and I just want to check out the. I don't know this airport as well. I suppose that could be brought into the threat. Never been here before. So 45 meters, runway 28, 3-degree pappies, that's fine. Good. That's nothing out of the ordinary. We use auto brake low, so we've got to roll to the end anyway. And then looking to vacate via Fox or Golf. Does it say anything about arriving actually, which they would prefer? Arrival speed restrictions. Oh, there are some speed restrictions here. 160 till 5 miles. So that's fine. Prepare to vacate the runway at Delta, if directed to the apron south, or via Fox if north. Are we south? Yeah, we're going to be south, so Delta is where we want to vacate, if at all possible. Oh, where have you gone? Yeah. So, and then park up somewhere here. HG, F4G, where we're parking. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, for some reason I was going for the north apron. Should we go to the south apron instead? Well, that's why I read the charts. I'm making the brief up as I go along. It's Christmas. So yeah, we're going to plan for Delta. Parking down here somewhere. Very short taxi, no time for a single engine taxi, so that's fine. What's the go around? Go around is pretty straightforward as well, isn't it? Yeah, straight out. 206 miles from Bravo Romeo Mike, Bergamo. Oh, and the Bravo Romeo Mike's the ILSPDME, not Bergamo, so 2.1 for Bergamo. Out and back round, and then we enter the hold at Odamo. 4,000 feet, max 185, so flaps 1. Let's check the boxes all set up. So 180 knots at Lassav. Radnav, Bravo Romeo Mike, sorry, Bravo Echo Golf, pop that in. Let's get the latest weather. Shouldn't have changed, I don't think. Just so we've got the most up-to-date information available. Lima Echo Mike, Lima India Mike Echo. Pop that in. 3.8 tons, loads on board. Copy the secondary flight plan. Done. Right, let's get the weather in. So the QNH is 1023. Visibility is now down to 700 meters. Runway visual range for the Cat 1's 550. Okay. Scattered 300. If it goes to below to 200 or below, then LVPs become in force. Temperature is 8. Wind is 220 at 4. Transition altitude 6,000. The barrow then is 990. We'll go for full flaps because I want to be able to get off. Full flap landing, all done. Right, do we brief the auto land in case we need it? So if that is the case, we can get down to Cat 3B as long as the runway visual range, well, it's not going to drop below 75 meters. No decision height. So if we need to do that, then in terms of setting the box up, the only thing we will need to change is we'll pop the radio in to no, in which case then, if there was 2 pilots sat here, we just chat about how we're going to monitor that on the way down. We obviously want to see the different modes change on the FMA, so landing, flare, etc. And we'll be using anti-ice as we go down as well. Lots of thick cloud to try and avoid. HD's getting excited. The weather's dropping. There could be a failure on the way. Can you chew popcorn with your illness? Hey 4SWS, good afternoon to you. HD, oh yeah, it's not Cat 3B anymore. It's Cat 3 with no decision height. Just to make things really... I mean, it's almost the nanny state spelling everything out for us, isn't it? 747 down, you won't be able to auto land if your gear doesn't extend. Christian, you like Cat 3A and B better. So do I. But, hey-ho. So we're still under an hour away. What have we got? Oh, we are about an hour. We're still about an hour away. What? No, that's not right, surely. I've just messed up my calculations. No, we're half an hour away. About half an hour away. With the failures, of course, if a failure drops your landing capability, it needs to be sorted by 1,000 feet. If you get to a failure of an unmonitored system below 1,000 feet, yeah, we can continue. If the runway visual range drops below 1,000 feet, we can continue to minimums. Yeah, better to, if you can, continue and get down. Jacob Dead, thank you for the follow. As we're obviously doing Cat 1, at the moment we're doing Cat 1, then we need to see a runway light. Hey Mario Sky, how's the weather in Milan? Rubbish.
From 650, wind 220 degrees, 4 knots, north, temperature plus 8, dew point plus 8, QNH 1023, visibility 1500, transition level 70, departure and arrival 28, traffic circuit 28 always southwest, Oreo Alferio Airport information Foxtrot, out. Oreo Alferio Airport 8 is information Foxtrot, time 1650.
Yeah, okay. I got the 80s and we're confirmed as well, we're still on 28. And HD says the red auto light land may cause a go around. Here's a question that I don't know the answer to, and I couldn't find it. HD, if the red auto land light comes on, but you are manual, not relying on not relying on the autopilot for an auto land, is it still a go around if that comes on? If you're visual? My brain says no. If you're visual and you're happy, carry on. But we'll see. It should never come on if autopilot is disconnected. Oh, okay. I think I've seen it do it though in the Phoenix. That might just be a sim thing. Just be aware then, I think for the next few minutes we've got terrain below us is above 1,000 feet, so if we do get a decompression, where are we going? Straight ahead. Yeah. I've got cloud behind us, so I can't see the ground, but I can see the ground ahead of me.
Engine traffic, Lufthansa 59er, Victor, taxi to runway 08 left by Whiskey 2, November, Alpha 3.
HD, there's a manual, there's a caveat in the book that says, if you have the required visual reference and you think you can land safely manually, you can. And you think, being two interesting terms of phrases, you think you can land safely. Didn't a 777 pilot at San Francisco think he could land safely as well? How did that turn out? Well, we've got Orion straight in front of us. There's his belt, there's his sword. Did I read as well? Oh, nice, there's some minor. Did I read as well that either last night or tonight, all the planets of the solar system are visible? Well, I'm going to go and make use of the facilities in the galley before ATC comes on, and we need to concentrate on our landing. So, I'll be back in a couple of ticks.
In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase a selection of hot beverages, together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies, and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated. And if we can be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Oh, alright, back with you. ATC haven't pinged us, have they? No, we're still too far out for that. Chris is very brave to go on the potty when you are above the Alps and clicked a random failure button. I'm just confident in my aircraft. Must admit, I would have thought it would have happened by now. Just going back through the chat, so yeah, Eric and Wally both saying, yeah, it was last night you could see all of the planets. Now, someone much smarter than I'm sure, knows when is the next time that's going to happen. HD a flap jam would be... It might be if you sat watching. How long's the runway? Uh, 2,741. It's not the longest. Is the weather any better in neighbouring Malpensa? mean, they're not a million miles away from each other, so I'm guessing not. Oh, actually, oh, it's loads better. 5 kilometers missed. Broken 1,500. Yeah, well, okay. So if something goes wrong, very wrong, and we need to divert, I know where I'm going. 2 huge runways, Easyjet base. It's the place to go. Dark Fury, I forgot you were ahead of us. Down you go.
Runway 08 left.
Do you know what? How much of a random coincidence is that? There's a waypoint called Top at the top of descent. I thought for a minute then, I thought, no, that can't be right. They're not actually displaying top, are they, on the navigation display? How weird is that? If you're new to the Fenix, by the way, that's not a feature. That's just complete random luck. Right, we'll get down safely to about 10,000 feet, but yeah, we're about to start heading down. Right charts up on here, so we need 11, no we don't, we need 10 to Charlie. And then the approach is 11.3. Let's just bring that up as well, Cat 2-3, just in case. Eastburst says he's off to have dinner and needs to be back in time for the approach. Won't be long now. Yes, 777. How do you find the barrel and the radio on the chart? 1 second. Right, so thrust idle descent, flight level 100 blue. So if you're doing a manual landing, you'll be using, for the A320, which is a type category C aircraft, 990 is the Barrow. If you were doing a auto land, you'd then be popping in a decision height, which is for Cat 3A would be 50 in the radio field, or no in the radio field. Hey Chris, good to see you. HD, you're having a curry tonight. Are you working tomorrow? Oh. Okay. That could be messy. Or 102, yeah, if Cat 2. I didn't mention Cat 2. I was looking at just the Cat 3 with a decision height and Cat 3B without a decision height. Speed looks interesting. Are we in the red? Why am I not getting an overspeed warning? Just going to start bringing it out now. I could have gone open descent, but it's about to start slowing down. Christian, we barely evaded it. Yeah, takes skill that. Back on profile. There we go. Romantic setting. Christopher says nothing wrong with a bit of red lining. Hey Harrison, thank you for joining us. Christian says kill a few fairies, just test the spoilers are working. Just a paranoia check on here. Nothing looks really daft, does it? No. All looks okay. RSA, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Now, we do have some ATC coming up, I believe, so let's see what we've got. How often are Bergamo ATC online? The tower's online this evening, which is great. So we've only got roam control on, they're not going to be covering us. But the tower is online, which is 12587. So I'm going to get that in on the standby now. GD, hey mate, it says, wouldn't it be good fun if a Zobo randomly went at cruise, placed a gremlin on the nose in honour of the Twilight Zone? We have enough strange goings on in Microsoft Flight Simulator without any more being deliberately thrown in. HD, you'd want to blow up pilot from airplane too. I'm sure I've seen a mod that does that, HD. I think you can get, what was his name? Was it Otto? I think you can get that. I haven't seen that film in so many years. In fact, I know, I reckon my lad's a bit too young for it. Particularly as there's a big scene with naked boobs that run across the aisle. I don't want to get him started on that just yet. Christian, how low was the left fuel tank compared to the right? That's because we got kept sat on the ground because of the and the APU was draining it, wasn't it? So it's about 140 kilograms. Right, what are we at? We're at 22,000 feet. We're on our way down. Hopefully it gets straight in. No issues. If the weather is kind to us and the mist and the rain, Doesn't look too bad down there at the moment from what I can see through the gaps, but we're obviously still quite a few miles out. Hope you've enjoyed this Friday afternoon stream anyway. This is the last one of 2022, so a huge thank you to all of you who have supported us over the last 12 months. Really looking forward to 2023 and continuing to grow the channel. We're also very close to hitting 30,000 subscribers. I think we're only a couple of hundred or so off that. We're getting closer and closer, so yeah, really an amazing year for the channel and an amazing community that you guys have built. Not me, you guys. HD's just realised he's meant to be at work. He's now just revised the curry for tea. HD thought it was Tuesday. That actually doesn't surprise me, mate. It doesn't.
Ladies and gentlemen, take full advantage of your tax-free allowances today and make some amazing savings with our boutique range. In your in-flight brochure, you'll find details of our award-winning selection of gifts, most with massive discounts, some of which are exclusive to you as an Easyjet customer. Make the most of your opportunity to shop and save from the comfort of your seat. If you'd like to see any products, have any questions, or would like to make great savings, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Right, so I believe we just hit a speed constraint, 250. Yeah, we have. Just need to get back on that profile. I'm going to do this in open descent. Thrust idle, open descent. Flaps are out. Not the flaps, spoilers. Get under that profile a bit and then we can start to slow down. Smoddy186, Happy New Year to you as well, you're very welcome. Right, throwing that into VS, 1500 feet should keep us where we need to be. In fact, I'm just going to go a couple more beneath that. I just want to get a bit more distance between me and the profile. Get under it, that can start to slow us down. 4,000 feet is our platform altitude, so we're going to set 4,000. Local pressure is 1023. And let's run the approach checklist. 1 second. 1023, cross-checked. Approach checklist. BRF, QNH is 1023. Seatbelt signs are on. Minimums are 990. Auto brake low, and our EFB is stowed. Okay, thrust idle, open descent. Profile's just getting away from us again. Hey Jonas, good to see you. Dark Fury says the charts don't match the gate. That's concerning. That's very concerning. Right, temperature 6, clouds. Happier now, let's stick with that. Dogs landed at Lisbon. Dark says the series shows 113, charts say 202. That is concerning. How old is the scenery? It's about a year old. 10,000 feet, lights on. Approach phase activated. Bravo runway and mic identified. Go direct Bedix. Just reduce the rate of descent a little bit. We're nicely below. Remember, as I said, if we get to Bedix, we're going to start slowing down. Back here, we do have Tower ATC, I believe. I think that's all we've got, and that's all we need for now. So that'll be okay. Milan Bergamo traffic, Alpine 7321 is now inbound Bedix, flight level 80, 5 miles out on the Dixa 2 kilo for runway 28. So I'm just utilising the level off arrow. I know I want to be 4,000 by here. Let's start slowing down now. So push for managed speed. Thrust idle, open descent. Made the call in Unicom, so we're going to tune over to tower frequency. Here comes our glide slope to meters. Let's check, we've got 4,000 blue, that's fine. And flaps 1, speed checked. Flaps 1. Reduce 180. Glide slope star, lock star, Cat 3 dual, autopilot 1 and 2. Flaps 2, speeds checked. Flaps 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Your tray table must be stowed, armrests down, and window blind open.
Does look misty down there, doesn't it?
Seated with your seatbelt fastened, ready for landing. Please help us by handing in any rubbish, newspapers, or magazines that you do not want to take with you. The toilets are no longer in service.
Right, we're on tower frequency. Bergamo Tower, Alpine 7321, established runway 2812 miles, information Fox, type A320.
Alpine 7321, Bergamo Tower, buonasera, QNH 1023, continue approach.
Continue approach and 1023 for the QNH, Alpine 7321.
Alpine 23908, taxi to stand 206 via Charlie Tango.
Taxi stand 206 via Charlie Tango, Alpine 23908.
Mr. Approach altitude set 4,000 feet.
Alpine 7321, runway 28, wind calm, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 28, Alpine 7321. Maybe the aircraft has decided, no, I'm not going to fail. I'm good. In which case, we may owe Eastbirds a failure at some point. We need to maintain 160 till 5, which is fine. We're just looking for a landing light now. Dan, no, gear's not down yet. Wouldn't normally pop it down for another mile or so. Looking at the road lights beneath us, I'm sure we'll be okay. Right, 6 miles. Gear, spoilers. Roll that speed down to 160. Lights are on. Showing 11 degrees out there. Okay, let's go for manage. Flaps 3, speeds checked. Flaps 3. Flash says we're at 180 knots still as well. Yeah, that's okay. Flaps full. And the landing checklist. Cabin is secured. Go around altitude 4,000 feet. Set. ECAM landing no blue. Done by 1,000 feet with 100 feet to spare. Show me those lights. Good headwind as well. Slight from the left. Think we can see the lights. Oh yeah, happy, happy. Autopilot off. I have control.
above.
Bang on the glide. Pappy's giving us a an extra red.
Minimum.
Continue. See if I can remember how to land.
Alpine 23998, welcome to Bergamo.
Full red.
Alpine 23998.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
Spoilers deployed. Reverse green. $70 knots, reverses off.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that you remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable
Oh, don't stop. Come on. What are you doing? Don't stop.
May now be used. Please make sure that you take all your personal belongings with you, checking in the seat pocket, underneath the seat, and in the overhead lockers. Do take care when opening the lockers.
Sticky rudder pedals. I think that was the failure.
Not permitted until you reach a designated smoking area. On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete your Easyjet journey. For the latest news, promotions, flight and destination information, check out our official Facebook page, Twitter.
Alpine 7321, taxi to stand 209 via Delta Tango.
Delta Tango to 209. Thank you, Alpine 7321. So that's a left-hand turn. Was there any aircraft coming in behind us? Tidy up the aircraft now, we're out of the way of people, so that can come off, that can come off, that can come off, and flaps. Welcome to Milan. The weather was indeed slightly better than we expected. Actually, I'm not sure it was. I think it's fair to say it was actually exactly as was reported, so pretty good to be honest. Where are we going? Stand 209. Oh. Well, looks like we're not using any of those. Oh, well, never mind. Is this stand 209? Is this one ours? I believe it is. No, 209 it is. Italian airports are very colourful, aren't they? It's Malpensa that's got like a bright green terminal. Should we actually start the APU? Oh wow, it's all got Christmas trees inside the terminal. That's awesome. A bit further forward, and a little to the left. Stop. Parking brake set. How long have the engines been shut down for? Oh, 3 minutes exactly. Perfect. Okay, engine 1 shut. Before I do the next one, APU's running. Engine 2 shut down. APU bleeds. Seatbelt signs off. Fuel pumps off. N1, 10%. There we go. That took a while. And beacon light off. You can now approach the aircraft. Standby squawking 2000. And that is us done for 2022. Oh, I enjoyed that. Request deboarding. Fantastic. Hey, look at that. I even got an OK on the board. Guys, thank you so much for being with us this afternoon to see out 2022. As I said, this is our final flight of the year, so I just want to say to everyone here, thank you so much for everything over the last 12 months. It's been an amazing 12 months for the channel, so a huge thanks to all our viewers, both YouTube and Twitch. Our Twitch viewer base is growing as well, so a huge thank you to all of you for that. The community that you guys have built up is it's just unbelievable, far beyond anything that I could have ever dreamt of having. So it's down to you guys that it is as good as it is. I'm just one person sat here flying, enjoying myself, chatting away, but you guys make the community what it is. So a huge happy new year to each and every one of you. I hope you've all had a wonderful festive period, and for those of you going out celebrating tomorrow, I hope you enjoy yourself. If you're working tomorrow, my thoughts will be with you as well. My wife's working tomorrow, so know exactly what that's like. And other than that, I look forward to seeing all of you in 2023. Huge thanks to everyone who's donated and contributed as well to the channel. Hugely grateful to all of you for that. Easyjet Sim Pilot channel members as well. Thank you so much for your support. HD, of course, his time, effort, and ability to answer questions and cut through the general BS of aviation flying is just so appreciated by all of us, especially myself, and everybody else I know will want to show their appreciation to him as well. Thank you so much, guys. Let's hope for an even better 2023. Huge thumbs up. I will speak to you all on Discord, I'm sure of that. Other than that, it'll be next week now when I next see you. Thank you very much, guys. Have a great 2023 New Year's Eve and Happy New Year. Bye-bye.